Oh fuck yeah, everybody, we are back
Are we?
with the
Mission Simon.
I know, but I'm just saying, how long has it been?
It's
Not that long.
been it's been a while.
A
Not
little bit.
less than 24 hours.
Josh, I meant for Dungeons and Dragons, you shitbird.
Hell yeah.
And why
That's
are
fucking
you?
fire.
What's fucking fire?
What Ryan put in the chat.
Oh, that is thick as fuck.
I added Damien.
The cat man.
You know, seeing the party like this, it's kind of wild. I feel like you gotta put like a small bucket logo somewhere stamped.
So if you actually go to the videos, you know how people will have that like little thing in the bottom right corner that says subscribe.
Their logo. Oh, yeah.
I turned
Yeah.
that into bucket.
Oh, I love that.
That is fantastic.
Welcome, gents. Welcome back for another round.
Hold on, do that
of-
intro again.
I already forgot what I said.
You said welcome, gents.
Welcome, gents.
Welcome, gents, to Dungeons and Dragons. Did I do it right that time, senpai? It's like you
I don't
paid
know.
me
We'll
to.
have to see in
Okay.
when
I got you.
it comes out.
When it comes out, yeah. All right.
Don't worry, he
Cool,
can just,
just
do
notes.
an audio cut over your voice and fix it,
Oh, that would be kind of fire. Well, anyways, what does everyone remember?
Cade has a plan.
Kade does have a plan.
He's also gonna get arrested.
Yeah, part of the plan is, in fact, getting arrested.
We're gonna find a mage college.
Yeah, we're looking for shit.
We have a bunch of side quests.
Yeah, you do. There's a bunch of shit going on. That is true. And yeah, sounds like you guys remember a lot of what was going on. Jesus Christ. All right, well, that's not gonna work. So, with that, Cade holds the door open for Ceras and Tyrum, who he's kind of motioning for you guys to enter. All right, come on, got an idea.
Tyrum follows.
Yep.
And with everybody inside, Cade puts his hands on this table and he says, Sal! Get out of here. Please. We don't want you associated with our good deeds that we're about to go and do.
Sal pulls out the blunderbuss. I don't take orders from nobody in my goddamn shop, so you rephrase that.
Honestly, Cade, that's on you.
Yeah, I should have seen that one coming. Sal, a moment of privacy to keep you legally unassociated, please.
I'm already legally associated, you no good scumbag stinking up my shop. And Sal puts the blunderbuss away and walks upstairs.
You all hear Sip yell, Dad, what?
Shut up, you're grounded.
Alright, here's the plan. So, originally, I thought I was gonna get Tyrum and myself arrested. Turns out that's a bad idea because Tyrum here is just a little more than meets the eye. So, rephrasing the plan, me and Fang are gonna become terrorists. I'm already wanted in Newish Yorkshire, so it won't be hard. But time to give our young up-and-comer here a chance to be great. And he gives you a thumbs up, Fang.
Fang looks
We're gonna...
at you, and you can just see the fire start to glow in his eyes.
Good. That's what I like to see, because we're going to need a whole lot of that. The other two parts of this plan require two teams. So, Tyrum, I'm sending you into the castle. You guys are going to be the info team. Who do you want to take with you? He kind of like signs at you. Ceras is probably the better choice.
Tyrum
Ceras,
looks at the party.
Michaelo waves at you.
When he takes a sip of his tea.
Tyrum like scratches his chin a little bit. Yeah, I guess I'll take Ceras this time.
Good, good. And with that, that leaves
The
Luna
dynamic
and Michael.
duo.
That's right. You kids are gonna go on an adventure. We've got two things to investigate. One being the top of the castle, and he like points at Tyrum and Ceras. And then there's the morgue. That's where you two will be going.
What?
And
Yep,
why are we
that's-
going there?
Because apparently there's something ominous, and honestly, if we're already gonna be robbing the city and kicking up a storm, there's no reason for whatever the fuck the kind folks at that morgue are cooking up. Whatever evil schemes they got going on, I just really don't appreciate them getting away with it. So, you two are gonna go down, see what they're about, and report back to the castle by the time me and Fang here are on trial for execution. Because you see, all treasonous acts and high-profile criminals get executed in front of the king. And he points at you, Fang, and gives you another thumbs up. You follow?
Hold on now. You said nothing about execution.
Right. Well, we're not actually going to be executed. It's just the quickest way to get in front of the king. Unlike, doing the good chivalrous acts that he used to. King Simon. He used to be a charismatic and strong king, but he's become paranoid, and I believe it's because of his association with our friends, cruise ship and the Black Mask. But that's just me speculating. I couldn't tell you. Nonetheless, he cares not about the affairs of his people, only that he's been paranoid of impending attacks. So he's taking exception to all criminals harshly. And nobody's seen him for months. So I'm sure this will be probably our best bet at whatever the fuck is going on in this goddamn city.
So are we just going to the morgue because of a hunch?
Yes, and if I'm being honest, whatever you find there is probably going to be important. So better for you to sniff out some information anyways.
Tyrum, can you please...
Not a hunch. When I was perusing the city the other night, I decided to see what forces I felt,
Okay,
and I
cool.
felt
That's
something
what I want.
ominous come from below the morgue.
Ominous. That
Yes.
doesn't sound very good.
See? All
No,
the
it
more
doesn't.
reason. And you know what?
Do you have any
Upon
more
further-
information about that?
No, that's all I could get. They wouldn't let me back in.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
looks at all of
I've
you.
done jobs on less information, so...
Yeah, well, I imagine that the ninja and the druid should have the least amount of problems getting out of there. I don't want to have to say this again. You go in, you look around, you see what you can see, and you report back to us. You'll probably be meeting with Tyrum and Ceras in the castle if all things go well. The party unites, and then you all come and be lookout for me and Fang's execution. Once the time looks right, I give you guys the signal. Me and Fang escape our imprisonment, and we make our fiery exit with the king's crown, should everything go according to plan. Sound good?
I suppose.
Don't worry. It's an easy smash and grab.
Luna strokes his beard a little bit.
I-
Yeah, I don't know if this is going to be pretty simple. We never
Yeah,
know
what
what
are-
we're going to find.
Yeah, exactly. We're not grabbing anything. We're just getting information, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, at first, but when we all, get together in front of the king, we're stealing his crown. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And how are we supposed to help you guys get out after we gather the information? Or are we just not part of that plan?
Well, in all honesty, I've already got it figured out how me and Fang are going to be escaping from our situation. But that doesn't have anything to do with you. You're more or less a safety net. You two, as well as Ceras and Tyrum, will be on the lookout. And when things look dicey, in case things go, south, that's when you really step in. He's kind of like motioning his hands in a roundabout order in front of you. Like, do you get it? You following me?
Yeah, I understand.
Good. And not a whole lot more to it than that. Tyrum and Ceras, my best guess at any strong educational programs would probably be in the castle, anyways. So it's a good thing that you two are going there. And with all this funeral stuff going on, the castle's first floor has been open to the public for, I guess, emotional support. Not really sure how humans work, but nonetheless, what you'll probably be looking for is in the princess's tower, right? You said you felt it up there, huh?
Mhm.
Yep. So that was priority number one, followed by coming back down to the second floor and keeping a lookout on me and Fang.
Do you have any information on the castle itself?
As of right now, it's gonna have a vast amount of guards. However, to those that look the part, they won't be pressed about anyone specific. The higher floors, being the first and second, all the way up to the tower, are restricted though. So you two will have to get creative to get around them. But I mean, former Shadar Kai assassin himself shouldn't have any problem sneaking past a few drunken guards.
Tyrum dashes into Cade's face and grabs his jaw. You were not supposed to say that.
Oh, roll me a contest of strength, because Cade's not gonna let you just grab his face.
You just completely outed Tyrum.
Yeah, well, better to get these things off.
Luna looks at confusion and is wondering why Tyrum is up in Cade's face.
Cade rolled
Nat
a 21.
20.
God, Cade rolled a 21 to catch the hand. I don't know how to fucking rule this, because technically he rolled higher, but damn it, a nat 20.
I rolled a nat 20. You want me to give you the combined thing here?
Nah, fuck it. Cade goes to motion your hands away from his jaw, but you still grab him by the throat. He doesn't look intimidated, though.
What part of leave my identity to my decision did you not understand, Cade?
Cade grabs your wrist and loosens it up just enough for him to talk. We're all gonna be in this together for a while. Best everybody knows what we're after and what's coming after us.
But
But-
what are you referring
You.
to?
He lets go of his jaw.
Good. Now that we've gotten that squared away, as he kind of eyes Tyrum, we'll all start moving in a little bit. The two parties that aren't me and Fang should start sooner than later. I'm gonna give you all an hour and some change. And he's kind of rubs his throat, trying to catch his breath. I'm gonna give you all a couple hours to get on with your investigations, but once me and Fang start making a whole lot of noise, things will probably get a lot easier for the rest of you. So keep that in mind. Cade pulls out 4 silver earrings that are in the shape of hoops, but they're very small hoops. Hey, Ceras, remember what we talked about before we met all these bozos? Like an earpiece?
Ceras nods and pulls out one of the earpieces.
What if he pulls out a scroll that has the spell sending engraved in it? What if we enchant them all for one sending spell? That gives us all...
Because the original rules of this was it had to be recharged, right? And it only had one...
One use, yep.
Okay. Ceras nods and then looks at Cade a little bit confused. Where did you get the sending scrolls? Those couldn't have been cheap.
I've been holding on to them for a rainy day, and honestly, it does hurt my pockets, but for this to go well, I'd rather not cut any expenses, alright?
Ceras nods. Ceras nods and goes and holds up the earpiece.
Cade takes all 4, the earpiece and then the 4 other earrings, and he kind of gestures you to stitch them together.
Ceres takes them and lays them out on her bucket workbench. And I'm fairly sure with the scrolls, it's just Ceres opens it up, and then she looks up, and then she pulls out a puppet because I'm pretty sure scrolls require a verbal component.
Yeah,
Or do they?
some of them do.
Okay. Anyways, Ceres, I don't know. What's the sending? What do you think the scroll says, DM?
Uh, uh with few words than less, the spell enchanted. Send your message to those that are at a disadvantage. Because I know the sending
Alright.
spell is you can send 25 words or less to the the receiving party. So we'll just say you all get one sending spell to the rest of the party, and per those who get an earring, and you can only say 25 words or less when you do it. But whoever else is wearing the earring will hear your entire message. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Sick. Ceres,
Sounds cool as fuck.
Ceres, how you enchant these bitches?
There's a little charm. There's a little charm that she like activates the scroll onto the stones of the earpieces. And to capture the spell onto the stones, she carves some gnomish runes inside of it, the preserving runes,
Oh, yeah.
to preserve the spell inside of the stone.
Perfect. He hands one to you, Ceres. He hands one to you, Tyrum. And he hands one.
Tyrum slaps his hand away from him.
Ah, great. He hands it to Luna and one to Michaelo.
Thanks.
You know,
Luna puts it
Tyrum,
on.
you can be difficult all you want, but it's better for us to get these things out of the way now.
Was not your secret to tell, hyena. I don't
And-
sell secrets.
And if it got any of us killed, could you live with yourself?
I can live just fine knowing that I would have been the one to control my personal business.
Fine, whatever.
Yes.
You can sue me, but don't take it out on the rest of them. Nobody else made the decision but me, so be mad at me, but be cooperative for the other people that are going to be keeping you alive. Huh?
Do you see me grabbing anybody else's jaw?
You know, Tyrum,
Worry
You
about
maybe-
yourself.
I always
Tyrum
do.
walks off.
Quick question, Cade.
What?
Are we doing this tomorrow?
No, you're going now. Kade also signs to Ceres to
Can we do it
follow
tomorrow?
after Tyrum.
Can
What?
can you tell me what that was about?
Doesn't matter. Look, you two get to the morgue.
Can we do it tomorrow?
No, Michaelo. We're doing this now.
Okay, I don't have Pass Without Trace, but okay, let's do it.
You haven't had a long rest?
We haven't had a long
No.
rest since the fucking battle in the courtyard.
Kade looks at you all. Looks at the two of you. Fuck.
Yeah,
He kind of like rubs his forehead.
yeah. 'Cause I also only have one wild shape.
Fine. One of you two go catch up with the other ones and tell them we do this at dawn, first thing in the morning. That gives Mikey whatever time to run off with cones to talk to your informant, right? Yeah, it's good. Come back with that. And Cade looks kind of stressed as he wanders off. We'll figure this out in the morning.
Luna goes to catch up with Tyrum.
I just Michael goes to see the informant.
Well, Cones hasn't come back yet.
Oh, okay. Well, then Michaelo goes upstairs to fall asleep.
Nice.
Thing also finds somewhere and passes.
Respectable. Well, Tyrum, you've stormed off. Ceras and Luna both following. Luna a little further back.
Tyrum's just looking for somewhere solitary.
Ceres is walking next to him. And Ceres is walking next to him because she followed him out the door, thinking that we were gonna go. Ceres looks up at him and goes, and signs him. I wish he hadn't have exposed you like that. That was not his place to do such a thing. I am sorry.
Fucking hyena's got a mouth on him.
He really does. He needs to work on that. I know he could make so many great friends and be a much more non-abrasive person if only he knew how to control what he says.
You know something, Ceras? I was beginning to sort of trust him, but that was an overshoot. That was bullshit.
Ceres nods. Trust is earned, Tyrum, and it has been it has never been fully earned by from anyone by Cade. But this is particularly bad.
Tyrum, okay, hold on. I guess since we have the cover of nightfall, we can move into a nice position and scope out the castle, see what we can find before we make our move.
Sounds like a good idea, and maybe if we can find a place to rest before we go in.
I agree. We definitely can perch off.
And I can make some adjustments to Bucket. I've acquired a few materials to make some choice upgrades. She grins and she pulls out 5 glowing stones out of one of her bags.
Luna starts
Tyrum's
shouting in
eyes
the
raised.
distance. Tyrum! Ceras! Luna's running to catch up. Hey, Cade said we're not going to do it tonight. We need to rest first before we initiate the plan.
Fuck Cade and whatever orders he gives. We were gonna take a break anyway.
All right. Well, he said he's going to try to start everything off at dawn. You guys have fun. Luna turns and heads back to the shop to go get some rest.
So, me, and Tyrum are going up to the surface to do some scouting.
I respect it.
All right, DM.
Yeah. So you both travel up the obsidian stairs, the only way out of the sewers leading into Newest Yorkshire. That is still very much full of life and energy, even though it is nighttime. Humans like to drink and party for any occasion, so it's pretty festive in the city. The nightlife of Newest Yorkshire still roars as you both make your way across the bridge and into the city. Where would you like to investigate first?
A good vantage point.
Yeah, it's just somewhere up above that we can look, get a good view of everything. Maybe a little guard somewhere where we can see guards moving or anything like that.
Well, the city pretty much stacks on top of itself with multiple levels going up. The highest level would be the 4th level, but the castle is centered in Newest Yorkshire, and it is higher than anything else. Ryan, if you have the picture of the castle, you should send it to General.
I do not.
All right, I'm gonna send a couple to maps then, because I do have a couple pictures for this.
I don't think you ever sent me a castle.
I'm starting to realize, but yeah, you two would have made your way to the higher levels, slipping through different amounts of people. Where the fuck is this goddamn? Yeah, different amounts of people until finally you look upon the castle. You see that the walls are pretty heavily guarded, and even though the gates are open for people to come in and out of, the highest tower looks to be in the backside of the castle. Um, Outside of that, you notice that even though there's a lot of people coming in and out, they are only coming through the front gate. It looks like there's large amounts of lines of people trying to get in. And yeah, you do see guards stationed pretty hefty. Some sitting idly on the wall watching, some marching around in two-man formations.
Seems to be a tight ship run here.
I'm wondering maybe what if we waited and saw when they change guard. You know, a little change of guard that would be maybe advantageous depending on how sloppy it is.
It's a smart
Provide
idea.
some kind of distraction maybe before we go in. What do these guards look like there? Let's watch this one guard. That one right there. The one with the goofy nose. It's like sticking way out past his helmet. It's weird. It's like sticking straight out of his face mask.
Yeah, I see. I don't understand how this night even came to be, honestly.
His pot belly
Poor
is
mother.
sticking out of his chainmail, and he's picking his nose.
So, like, what does he? Let's watch him for a while. Watch what is he looking at? Does he?
He's kind of like zoned out, looking into the city. You see him blink, but it's one eye at a time.
Ceras
Fucking
pulls.
guy.
Ceras pulls out her like little gnomish binoculars, and they're passing it back and forth between Tyrum and Ceras.
After about 15 minutes of waiting, two guards that are walking, two conquerors are walking past said guard. They both give him like a friendly hello, but you both notice that they speed up trying to get away from him, and they slow down and again break into that marching pace after they get past him. He doesn't even like budge when they speak to him.
He doesn't even
Ceras.
budge when they speak to him.
I don't think he's alive.
What? Like, maybe we can cause here. So how far away are we? So we are above, but how many feet are we like across?
Oh,
From
you're a couple hundred feet across. The binoculars are helping you guys see and see
Okay.
what's going on, because
Okay,
the castle is centered in the city.
Is there like any sconces or anything that are like that are lighting up the darkness a little bit?
Oh, the entire city is illuminated. You guys aren't in the dark. This is Newest Yorkshire. Beaming pictures of glowing banners and magical lanterns float among the city. This is a bustling 24-hour city. It's like New York.
Are there any loose like stones or things near me? Like maybe a piece of junk, like a baseball sized.
You guys are sitting on the railing of one of the sidewalks, kind of peering over towards the castle.
Yeah.
And you notice that a couple of the stone bricks that are at your feet that are over the waterway are kind of like loose.
Loose chucked up. Ceras like breaks off a little piece that's about the size of a baseball. Tyrum, how far do you think you can throw this?
Tyrum like offers his hand. I could probably
She
get it
gets
about. I could probably get this about a few hundred feet.
few hundred feet. Do you think you could throw this rock like maybe 20 feet away in those bushes right there? Those exquisitely taken care of hedges over there. The very, very great trimming on those hedges. Beautiful.
Ceres, the king loves animal hedges. What animal hedges
Yeah.
do you see, Ceres? What do you
Dude,
see?
it's definitely a big flamingo.
Yeah.
Big flamingo
Yes.
hedge. There is a an owl bear hedge, and there is a goblin hedge. Um, and Ceres goes, okay, so like what I'm going to do with this stone that you have in your hand, I'm going to make it start making noises, and we'll see if the guards leave to check up on it, or if it's like a stand guard that don't move unless someone is looking rowdy. Sound good?
All right.
All right, so Ceres uses magical tinkering to, let's see, an object continuously emits your choice of an odor or non-verbal sound. Uh, hmm. Okay, so Ceres enchants this stone. She like she swipes like 3 swaths in the stone with her knitting needle. And it starts making sounds of like blades being unsheathed. And
Tyrum
hands it to
looks
Tyrum.
a little concerned at the rock, but nonetheless he grabs it and he aims for the bushes.
Roll me in athletics.
Is that a athletics? Okay.
Yeah.
That is a 17.
The rock goes hurling across the waterway, and with the utmost precision crashes into one of the hedges. Um, as you both pass the binoculars back and forth, you see something kind of uncanny happen. The guy with the long nose who doesn't look like he's alive, he snaps to attention at the noise at the rock, and you both see him werewolf out as he jumps into the bushes. There's a faint rustling as he crawls his way back out and crushes the stone in his hands. He then turns
Werewolf
back.
out?
Yeah, you see him shift like Luna does. Only it's quick, it's efficient, it's terrifying. And then he goes back to his post, and you see him turn back into a regular guard. Almost,
How are the people
almost.
reacting around this?
The other guards pay it no mind.
Oh my
What?
god.
What the hell did we just see?
Ceres's eyes are wide in horror, and looks at Tyrum. Tyrum, I think we might be getting in over our heads.
This looks like what Luna could be if he actually put some training in.
Yes,
Is,
this is very concerning.
How, how does Tyrum feel about just their military formations and everything? Is everything up to spec with the general?
I mean, I don't know. Tyrum doesn't know anymore.
Fair.
At first, he thought these guys were just fucking pushovers, but then a fucking werewolf just comes out of nowhere.
Should we waste our sending spell on this?
It's still pretty early in the night.
I wouldn't. This kind of seems like this is something that only we are gonna be dealing with.
I sure hope so. I sure hope there isn't an army of these motherfuckers. I mean, the ones we previously fought, I assumed it would be an army of those sad saps. But this... Oh my god, did you see the way he lunged?
I did. It was very uncomfortable.
Alright. Well,
Hey,
we've got this to deal with now.
Both of you roll me an insight, actually.
Hi, oh man. That is a 12.
That is a 11 plus 3, a 14.
Tyrum, that guard does look pretty intense. Ceras, he was intense, but something about him, it's just not giving intelligent.
Not giving intelligence. Alright. Ceres looks at Tyrum and goes, well, I mean, he did kind of just jump at it animalistically. And he was just kind of staring off into space. He might just be really stupid but very strong.
Um So what? Do you think we can distract them with a dog treat or something?
I think we might. She starts like kind of she opens one of her like her engineering notepads and starts looking through all of her various spells to see if there's something that can help with this. Um, and she goes, well, hmm. I don't think I have anything right now that could help us with this, but maybe we should stop by some sort of magical shop in the morning. I've heard tell of plenty of spells that could affect the low intellect type.
Tyrum nods his head. Well, if there's no more recon, I think it feel it necessary to meditate.
I agree. Ceres goes, okay, well, how many hours do you think we have before we start everything up?
Well, Luna said break of dawn.
It's about 9 o'clock.
So
It's about 9 o'clock, and we need an 8 hours for a long rest. So it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m. 5, 6, 7 a.m. sunrise.
7 a.m. sunrise.
Okay. So that means we've got 2 hours before the operations start, plus a long rest. All right. Do you think the DM is 2 hours long enough to go and like go to a shop?
Absolutely.
Is there nearby? Okay,
Absolutely.
cool.
Y'all are in the middle of like the merchants district. It's the outside area that surrounds the castle because that's where all the
Excellent.
tourists come.
All right. Are they going to be open at 5 a.m.?
Yeah. These guys, the city never sleeps. They're open
City
right
never
now.
sleeps. Got it. All right. Ceres nods and goes, okay, well, wake me up when it hits 5. I know you need less time, but I need to regenerate my spells. I'm feeling quite drained after that bullshit in town today.
Tyrum nods again and begins to meditate, waiting for Ceres to fall asleep.
Ceres completely falls asleep. She makes it before she goes to sleep. She uses her robe or her fucking hood. What is it?
Yeah, the
Her
hoodie.
cloak. Her cloak. She uses her cloak and ties it up between Bucket's legs and makes a hammock out of it and goes to sleep.
Nobody. People just think Tyrum's like drying his cloak on Bucket.
Yeah, that's
Well,
right, because I'm in the cloak.
But we're
That's
not
awesome.
like around anybody though.
No, you guys are on like I guess like kind of just on the side of the road. Nobody's really paying you any attention.
I thought we had a vantage point of the castle.
Yeah, I thought he was like
it's-
on a terrace or some shit.
Yeah, I think
No,
what
no,
it is we're on a road. We're on a road that is above in a above ring, and there's like a railway, and we're like looking down from the railway.
Yeah.
Do I got that about right?
Yes, actually, that's perfect. Holy shit!
I thought we were sitting on a rooftop or something.
Y'all could also be on a rooftop on this roadway.
Ceres wakes up. I'm feeling very exposed right now. Let's go on the rooftop.
Yes, I don't like prying eyes.
Beautiful.
As soon as Ceres falls asleep, Tyrum begins to pray. Hydros, if you can hear me, what does this have to do with your plan? What should be my next course of action? And do you have any notion of anything that I will find that we will be able to find in this castle?
Roll me religion.
Fucking A, the first good religion roll I've had this whole game.
Let's
Ooh,
go.
what'd you get?
18.
All right.
Oh,
Tyrum, how are you
Godspeed.
praying? Are you crisscross applesauce on your knees? What do you're praying to your goddess right now? How do you look?
On his knees.
As you pray with your head bowed, you actually hear the rest of the world fall deathly silent. And for a moment, you hear the words whisper upon a small breeze. Continue following the hints laid out, for all will be answered soon.
What of that hyena? Why put him in my path, in my presence?
His fate intertwines with the world a lot more than you know. And then the silence is quickly overshadowed by the roar of the city. The presence is no longer there.
Tyrum grunts and goes back to meditating.
And with that, Kade sits and bugs Sal throughout the night while the rest of the party gets some sleep. And at 5 o'clock, Ceras and Tyrum are first to rise. But shortly after that, Cones comes crashing into Sal. So, which do y'all want to do first?
You can do the others.
Yep.
Cones comes crashing into Sal's. He doesn't actually go inside Sal's, though. He just opens the door and yells. It's like 5:30, close to 6 o'clock. Mikey! Come on, we got an hour to get there. We got to talk to my informant now. If we don't go, we're not going to make it. Come on, Mikey, hurry up.
Michaelo comes downstairs. Jesus,
man, how's
you know
Sal
what
feel
time
about
it is?
Kate is sipping a cup of coffee. It's early. It is. I wouldn't have come in here yelling like that. I'm just surprised Sal hasn't tried.
Michaelo goes to grab his coffee.
Cade's coffee?
Yeah.
Cade, he just slowly moves it away from you as he doesn't look at you.
Michaelo reaches more for it.
Luna
Hey.
comes down the stairs.
Cade
Ooh,
downs
wow.
the cup of coffee.
Huh?
Who the hell is yelling so early in the morning? And then
How
he
does that-
sees Cones. Oh. I see.
Cade looking at Luna and Mikey. Well, it seems like your ride is here, and I suppose you have to go now. So, by all means, carry on.
I'm going to at least have a cup of tea before we go.
No, man, we don't have Mikey. Come on, we don't have time for this. These guys are fucking around. We have an hour exactly to talk to my informant. If we don't make it, we're not gonna be able to talk to her. Come on, we gotta go.
Come on, Luna, let's go.
Fuck. Luna puts his tea set down and walks away.
Cade puts his hand on your shoulder, Luna, before you slip out after Mikey and Cones, who have already left the building. Keep an eye on the kid, please. Just don't do anything stupid, and if everything looks grim, get out. Come quickly, get out. I'm not sure what's down there exactly, but there's a lot There's a lot of ominous things in the city that I'm starting to realize. So just watch yourself down there, huh?
Understood. I'll keep an eye out for the kid too. Luna walks away through the door and closes the door.
Yes,
On his way out.
yes. Cones leads you both straight back into the sewer pipe that he walks around Pops' shop, but he crawls into the sewer pipe at the back.
Oh my
All right.
god, why are we
Luna
doing this
covers his
sewer
nose.
again?
Come
While-
on, we get look. This is the way to the spot. Just follow me. I wasn't there last night. I was a little drunk, all right? But we're on our way. So you
Yeah,
both
covers his nose.
you both start trudging through the sewers with Cones.
We always did the shitty jobs, Luna.
Tell me about it.
After about 20 to 30 minutes of walking, Mikey, you start to notice graffiti on the inside of the pipe, but the actual pipe water has dried up. It's turned into just a desolate, empty pipe. The shit smell is still there, but it's not as prominent. but the graffiti looks familiar.
Can I roll investigation?
Sure.
That's a 13.
The handwriting for a couple of the words looks familiar, but the words are definitely something Mikey uses often. You see stuff like radical, rad, skateboarding, awesomeness. But they're all big graffiti words. And you also notice Cone looks like trying to not look at it, like he's looking at the ground.
Cones, why are we going through here?
Listen, Mikey, it's the only way to do the spell that we have to do to talk to my informant. But, you know, me and your brothers, we used to come down here all the time. We never got the chance to show you, though. He points to all of them. Raffle, Dono, even Leonard. We even got Leonard down here. And
That's
we used to,
surprising.
yeah, we used to come down here and smoke a little bit of dwarvish herb and spray paint the pipes. Blint never came looking for us back here, you know?
Well, yeah, I can see why if you had to trudge through some shit.
You come to the end of the pipe where there's a large abyss beneath it, and Cones just sits down right there.
Do
Alright,
we need to go?
Luna says, "Did you just say dwarvish herb?"
That I did. It's some of the best around, too. Straight from Ammerfeld.
You know, I hear that stuff's not good for you.
Yeah, but goddamn. Ah, fuck. I'm fucking this accent up. Hold up. Mikey, yeah. Goddamn, it's some of the good stuff, huh? Yeah, alright. Some of the best stuff around. Man, it gets you so high.
Mikey, I don't think you should try any of that stuff.
Don't worry, we're not smoking any now. Well, you guys
I wasn't
aren't.
going to. We're on a job right now, Luna.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying for the future.
Both of you take a seat. We're about to do some traveling. You guys ever been to another plane before?
What?
No.
Look, just do what I do. Stay. He kind of starts moving some of the dust around to reveal at the end of this pipe is a large scribed circle that has a lot of runes carved into it, into the pipe.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we learned a lot down here, you know, away from Splint's prying eyes. But this one's the Hail Mary, Mikey. This spell, some trippy stuff.
What does it do?
Is it like the portal that we took?
God no, not you wouldn't catch me dead teleporting. That stuff's bad for your heart.
Would he know? Did we tell him about? Does he know about a portal?
Mikey told Cones everything, guys. He caught him completely straight up.
All right.
But yeah, it's called astral project. He stops, takes a deep breath. God damn it! It's astral projections. Something like some magical shit. We learned it from some wizard down here in the sewers. He got really wasted and taught me and your brothers. The only guy that wouldn't run away from him. Let me tell you. I think his name was what was? It was Garfunkel. That's right. He's the old wizard named Garfunkel. He came down here and taught your brothers how to cast astral projection. He's crazy.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
Doesn't matter. He's probably long dead by now, but nonetheless, Cones puts both hands on the circle and he tells you both. Now sit down, get comfortable, and position yourself in a way that, you know, you won't move.
Luna sits down, crisscross applesauce.
Michaelo sits down in his meditation way.
And 3, 2, 1. Cones imbues the circle with just a little bit of mana. And he says, you see, I've been casting this fucking spell all morning. We're preparing for you guys. So that's why I said we only had an hour. It's on a time limit. But I hope you guys are ready for a trip. And then you both see Cones fall out. Body goes limp.
Cone?
Was that supposed to happen?
I
Yeah,
have no fucking
in
idea.
front of Yeah, in front of you is a spiritual version of Cones. He's a purplish hue. It's like his entire body is outlined, but he's completely transparent. Yeah, look at yourselves.
Holy
you both
shit!
you both notice that you are also of the glow of a purplish hue, and beneath both of you, your unconscious bodies are still in whatever position you left them in.
Holy
Huh.
crap!
Yep,
Cone.
This
here comes,
is
and you see that
interesting.
as you all float around. He
Michaelo tries
points
to
at
put his
both of you
hand
back.
through Cone's.
It goes straight through.
That's trippy.
Fun
What-
stuff, huh?
Whoa.
Cones points at your backs. You see that there? There's about a foot long tether, kind of like a thin rope, and before it fades into nothingness. That thing is connected to your real body. If that thing gets cut, you both die. So be careful of that, eh?
Good to know.
That's why I told you.
Is
And,
there any other threats we should know about by chance? Anything that could sever that connection?
Not in these parts. If we were in one of those big towns like Buena Fortuna, maybe, but not around the sewers. I doubt anybody even knows we're down here.
All right.
Well, that's the first good news you've given us all day.
And before you both even finish your sentence, you all realize it feels like the world is spinning. There is a slight tug as you both are cast into the astral plane. It's like being ripped straight into space. You both see colors of purple hues with wild amounts of smoke and cloud into a deep, endless nothingness. It's as if all time is stopped. You are completely floating in the most beautiful realm you've ever seen. Colors of red, blue, green, yellow. Giant balls of energy kind of circle and swirl through at the outer edges of what feels like the universe. You both also notice that below you there's a dark hole, clouded in mysterious shadows. It looks akin to the mist you see when Tyrum teleports. There's a vast nothingness, though, surrounded by wild elemental planes and
Cone.
stars.
What is this place?
This is the only place we can meet her, huh? She's on strict house arrest, so she can't get out, but she can meet us here.
She?
Cones,
she's real
did my-
smart like that.
Did my brothers ever
starts
come
like-
here?
Oh yeah, we used to get high and come here all the time, Mikey. We wanted to show you, but you always talk so much as a goddamn kid. We could never trust you what to tell Splint.
That's fair.
Yeah, it is.
You got high and came to this plane of existence?
Cones with the straightest face through his mask looks at you. Absolutely.
Maybe I should try some of that dwarven herb.
A little late now, but
So,
and as you all
like,
as
when
you all
is she showing up?
as you all stand around twiddling your thumbs, a fourth spiritual presence floats along. You both see the astral version of this NPC. Ba-ba-da-da-da. Sorry. Charging my attack. Yeah,
Did you just hold a grudge?
maybe. All right, she's in character list, but you both see this beautiful woman come floating into the circle. My Cones, leave it to you to be almost late to something this important. You told me if I became your informant, you'd get me out of here. And then she notices the two of you. Oh,
Princess
where are my
Bubblegum?
manners? Yeah, yes, it is Princess Bubblegum.
Where are your manners?
Where are my manners? She holds out her hands. Hey, King Simon, what's your daughter's name?
Sarah.
Sarah. That's great.
her name is Sarah. Hell yeah. My name is Princess Sarah of Newest Yorkshire. daughter of King's Diamond.
Kind of boyish over there.
Like
No.
what's under the skirt.
Michaelo, you should probably see if that's actually a dude.
I don't think I should mess with my princess.
Cones looks absolutely infatuated, Mikey. He's like stuttering over it. He's still trying to like say hello, even though she's paying him no mind.
What's up with him? Why is he so infatuated with her?
He's
why is
infatuated with every single woman who's in front of him. It doesn't matter.
So he's just a womanizer.
Hey, Mikey, what the fuck, man? You're gonna say that right in front of the goddamn the lady? He like the gestures to the princess.
We're on a job, Cones.
You're on a job. I'm here to have a wonderful time with this beautiful woman. Yes, where are my manners? This is my brother Mikey and his friend
Luna
what's your name?
squints at him and
What's your
calls
name
him a
again?
degenerate. Luna, fuck. My name is Luna, you fucking degenerate.
Yeah, Luna, yeah. These two work with the gentleman that saved me from the Black Mask. So, if they could get me out of that hellhole, I'm sure they can get a beautiful woman like you out of that godforsaken castle. She looks at you both for a second.
Michaelo gives her like a huge bow, like a royal bow.
Royal bow.
Yeah, like all the way to the floor.
She watches you bow.
My princess, I am Michaelo.
Well, the pleasure is all mine. Please, lift your head, Sir Michaelo. Am I saying that right? I don't usually see lots of.
You can call me Mikey.
Of course, Mikey. What are you exactly?
I'm Cones' brother.
She looks at Cones, looks back at you. My apologies, of course. And like Cones was saying, my father, you see, he was once a brave and powerful man, full of compassion and love, but as of lately he seems to be lost. After the Yorks leveled Newest Yorkshire, he wasn't quite the same. He seems hell-bent on keeping me imprisoned in this castle until I am arranged for marriage, but I will not live like this any longer. Please, you have to help me out of here.
Well,
She grabs your hands, Mikey. You have to help me out of this castle.
lucky for you, our other buddies are already on the way to the castle.
What? Why would your other come? Do forgive me
Michaelo?
for asking.
Michaelo.
Why would your comrades be heading to the castle?
Luna walks up to Michaelo and says, Stop. We don't know what she's going to do. We can't tell her anything. Leave
Gentlemen,
her be.
tell me what? I am the princess, and I demand you tell me whatever it is you two are whispering about.
I'm not one of your subjects, so your authority doesn't apply to me.
She looks absolutely appalled.
Michaelo kind of like slaps him in the chest, not like hard, just like, hey, knock it out.
Cones was ready to grab his stick and hit you, Luna. If Mikey didn't hit you, Cones was coming through with the hockey stick. He's like hands over head about to club you.
Does he have a fucking stick in an astral plane?
Absolutely. You come with all equipment that is on your person. You
Wow.
look exactly the same as you did before.
Interesting. I did not know that. Yeah, nice.
Luna, your passive perception is 12?
No.
Mine is
Oh, yes. Yours is...
like
Want to take a
17.
guess?
Huh?
It's like 17.
I was just waiting for you to tell me.
Yeah, 17.
Okay, thank you. You actually feel colder in this world as small flakes of blue wild energy begin circling around your feet and wrist.
Ooh. And do you normally feel cold here too?
Well, normally you're not supposed to feel anything, so I guess you're really sick or something.
Sick. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm
you know,
pretty
like
healthy
the
right
flu.
now. No. I'm pretty sure
listen,
I'm
you
healthy.
just-
Well,
You need to get you some orange juice. You eat you a good, real warm bacon, egg, and cheese. It'll fix everything right up, huh?
Well, I didn't have my tea this morning because we were kind of in a rush to meet this princess. But
My apologies. I'm so sorry that my encampment forced stay in the castle is of so little concern to you.
I want you to understand that she literally has nothing to do with our plans, as far as I'm aware.
Okay, so here's the thing. Listen, princess. Would you happen to know of any hidden ways into the castle?
She stops for a minute. I do actually. There's she begins scribbling down on a map. There's a secret entrance through the first floor, through the back. I guess kind of the back side of the castle. There's a lever there that you can pull that opens a door. You have to jump up to the first floor, but I imagine that won't be too much of a problem.
Yes, that won't be a problem.
I
Then
stand
yes,
corrected.
the lever is a torch that is on the backside in the bushes. It is eternally lit, though it doesn't actually have smoke.
Okay.
Sounds like magic.
Another
Maybe.
question for you. This one's a newer one. One of our companions felt a dark presence underneath the morgue. Would you happen to know anything about that?
Sweetheart, I've been entrapped in this tower for quite a couple of months now. I haven't seen I haven't seen the warmth of the sun, or felt the gentle touch of the breeze. I don't know anything about my city. I'm sorry, Mikey.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the help. We'll help you out, too. We'll get you out of there.
She grabs your hand and gives you both, she grabs one of both of your hands and starts jumping. Oh, good. I cannot wait to get out of here. It'll be so liberating to see the outside world again. And then she looks back over her shoulder as if she's noticed something, and she quickly looks panicked. I must go. They'll be arriving at my tower soon. I do hope to see you both soon. And she looks at Cones and gives him kind of like a pilot salute, solidifying his friend zone.
Ooh,
As her tether is quickly yanked out of the astral plane, you see her astral body go flying back in the opposite direction as if she was caught by a spider web and yanked out into the darkness.
What the hell happened to her? Is that how
Same
you
thing
exit this place?
Yeah, same thing that's about to happen to us in about 3, 2, 1, and then you all come crashing down out of the astral plane, and you all awaken back in your bodies. It feels like you just fell out of heaven, but you didn't actually take any damage.
Wow. Mikey, what did you just get us involved with? How do you think Kate is going to feel that you just added something to his plan?
I can't. Kate doesn't like me anyway. It wouldn't matter.
How we're gonna work this out? Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I think you should focus on getting your princess out of that tower, and I'm going to take a look at what's happening in that basement, and then we're going to reconvene and move on.
You're
And
saying we should split up?
I think so.
Wait, what are you talking about? What are you gonna split up for? We got the information. She's got your way in. Why are you? You said you're going to the morgue. What's there? Just go to the castle. What are you doing?
There's a lot of stuff that we need to do in this town. Casey. Cones.
JC.
Cones? What's my name, Mikey? What's my fucking name, Mikey?
I don't know. Coming out of the astral plane, I feel like I hit my head, but it didn't actually hurt.
You should be fine. See, Mikey,
Pretty
this
sure
is why
your
me and your
name
brothers
is
never brought you down
Degenerate.
here. Cones flicks you off as he doesn't even break eye contact with Mikey. This is why me and your brothers never brought you down here. You couldn't handle all this stuff, huh? You were always the kid.
Yeah, okay. Listen.
He's a little bit more mature than you think.
All right.
This
listen.
kid, Mikey.
Yeah.
You couldn't sell me a worse lie. I know Mikey.
All right, guys, listen. We all should go to the morgue first, and then we can get the princess.
You think I'm going to the morgue? I don't want any parts of that stuff. I just told you, Mikey,
he has
that I'd
any
get
stealth
you.
capabilities. He shouldn't
Hey,
come
I'm
with
not
this.
going anyways. Hey, you're not listening to me. I said I'm not fucking going anyways. Mikey, you asked me for an informant, I got you one. I'm not going to risk my neck for this shit anymore. Alright? The Roman Scion has already beat the shit out of me once. I'm not doing that shit again. I got you your informant. Hopefully I got you some good information. Now I'm gonna split down because I don't need to be here anymore.
Michaelo, I understand, Cones. And he gives him a hug. He goes, listen, I'm going to leave this town once I'm done with what I need to do. I hope you come with us.
Luna, you can see his face. Cone's eyes behind the mask look very wide.
Yeah, no, we'll think about that. We'll think about that. But for now, thanks for not coming with us. Luna gives a thumbs up, puts his arm around Mikey, and just kind of starts turning as we're going to start trudging through the fucking sludge again.
As you both start walking off, Cones is like waving you goodbye as he turns to sit back down at the edge of the pipe.
Thank you, Cones!
Anytime, Mikey, anytime. Don't mention it.
Interesting family you got there.
You think so? Thought it was pretty normal.
Luna looks at him. You know, I'm not certain what that is either. But okay, let's just keep moving.
Okay.
You know your way around these sewers, I imagine. So,
I do. We're going back the way we came.
Yeah. We trudge through the shit.
Yo, King Simon is beautiful. I'd hit.
What?
Nice.
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Nice.
Don't worry about it. I'm sorry, I said that last.
Is he just rolling with his dick out or something like that?
King Simon's gonna introduce you to his Prince Albert. Ah! Anyways,
Maybe Lewis's sister, but you know.
whoa. How did she
Hey,
get-
who wouldn't want to get in? You never know.
And so, as the two of you go trudging out of the sewer, Ceras and Tyrum are already spruce around the city looking for a magical item shop.
Okay, Tyrum. So what we need is a scroll, a scroll of a spell, maybe variant. So, you know, some call it enemies abound, some call it attack on sight, some call it on fucking sight. It's a very versatile spell. It makes whoever it's hit by with. They believe that everything around them is trying to kill them, so they'll attack it viciously.
Sounds like the perfect scapegoat for this idiot.
I think that it would be perfect. You know, we hit him with it, then he starts fighting all of his fellow guards, and then we use an entrance away from all of that craziness, and we can make it in because that will be our big distraction.
You know what? I think I like how you think.
Ceras nods and smiles. Her shoulders raise a little bit. Yeah, she's feeling a little bit of pride.
You haven't had any darker urges since we spoke last, have you?
No, I don't think that's just going to happen, Tyrum. I think it seems like it was triggered by high stress. I get stressed out and then it just comes forth. You know, life or death, maybe, but nothing like that. Nothing like that in our average day.
Okay, good.
Is there any magic shops nearby that we can go into?
You see a magical shop with a wooden sign. The first word seems to be scratched out, but the second word says magical pharmaceuticals.
Magical pharmaceuticals. I don't know if we'll get what we need in here, but might as well check it out anyways.
What's your passive, Tyrum and Ceras?
12.
I think my passive's like a 10. My passive perception's a 10.
You also see another magical shop across the street known as Silver Moon Apothecary.
Apothecary, little shops like that. We're trying to find something that sells spell scrolls. Don't know if any apothecary would, but maybe they'll surprise us.
You also see one more large crowd of people towards the edge of the street. There seems to be a little gnome out front.
Gnome. Let's go talk to him. Maybe he will get a discount or something.
Maybe. You think you can charm him?
Ceras looks up at you, Tim. You dirty dog. I can try.
I only ask not in the perverse sense.
Ceras takes the hood of her cloak off and starts sauntering over.
As you approach the gnome, you see in big, illuminated, floating letters, Gnome Depot.
Gnome Depot, yes! Ceras saunters over to the gnome, and how old does this gnome look?
He looks to be around the same age as Ceras.
The same age as Ceras? Oh, this is gonna be easy.
He's got a little top hat on, and he's got an orange vest that says Gnome Depot. You also see that his name is Silver.
Oh yeah, he's got a little tag on there.
A little name tag. Yeah, it's silver on a silver name tag.
It's silver on a. Okay, so what's gonna happen is I'm going to pre-roll a what would it be? A persuasion or a performance? What would like a roll to seduce be?
Persuasion.
Or persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, I'm gonna pre-roll this, and if the roll is bad, then I'll do it bad. And if it's good, then I'll do it good.
Fuck yeah.
Oh god! She saunters over. Tyrum, you're seeing Ceras walk. She looks like she's just like limping like a zombie. It's really weird. Really weird. She still thinks she's being like Ceras has obviously never done this before. Never tried.
God damn it.
Tyrum's very uncomfortable.
Ceras walks over and walks up to him. And she as she walks up, she like suddenly loses all of her confidence. Her face turns beet red, but she keeps walking forward. She stops in front of him. She stops in front of him, and she's just staring at him.
He kind of like scouting the street, pans over and locks eyes with you, Ceras.
Her eyes are wide. She looks very nervous. Her whole face is red.
Well, Gnome Depot, how can I help you?
She like puts her hand on his shoulder. And then
he like looks down at your hand as you place it on his shoulder with extreme like anxiety.
She's gripping a little too tight. She's gripping too tight.
Miss, your hands seem to be really sweaty. Welcome to Gnome Depot. What can I help you with? Please, he takes your hand off his shoulder.
She does not get it. She thinks that this is seduction.
Should have left this to tall, dark, and handsome.
She puts her she like tries to playfully grab a tuft of his hair, accidentally rips it out.
Oh my god.
Ma'am, we're gonna have to ask you to leave. If you don't leave now, I'm gonna call the guards.
Ceras
It's
immediately turns around and starts sprinting away.
You as you sprint away, Tyrum, you notice that the middle of his crown is completely bald. He had a hat on with underneath you saw long red curls. There is a tut of bald patch space now that hair used to be.
Tyrum like cringes.
God!
We have to go now.
Yeah, Tyrum, thinking fast, drops 5 coins on the counter. 5 gold coins. Listen. We don't need the guard involved in this.
Scared me. Look at my hair.
Listen,
He's like showing you his bald spot. It's gone. All of my beautiful.
2 gold,
that little monster.
you can find a nice wizard who can get you your hair back.
Roll me do you mean that? Do you mean that?
Yes, I mean Tyrum doesn't know it, but he thinks it can happen. I mean, and with enough money, anything can happen. Kydros believes in all.
Whoa! Are you one of those filthy Kydros believe?
Oh my god!
The whole cult is a lie, and that witch lied to us for hundreds of years. If it wasn't for our Lord,
do you want the gold for your hair implants or not?
He takes the gold. Yes, I want the gold.
All right then, let's keep things on wraps. All right. Listen, we need a.
Squints his eyes at you, Tyrum. Are you wearing the helmet?
Yeah. No, actually, I'm not. I haven't put the armor back on.
You know, elves are friendly to humans. Why are you walking around with a? He kind of squints at you, Ceras. Monster like her.
Listen, she's just a little socially inept. All right.
She's a little socially stupid, if you ask me. Look what she did to my hair.
Listen, my friend has a good heart, okay? She's just a little drunk from last night.
Your friend seems like she's got bad intentions for all of us.
Listen, you never had too much mead and got a little handsy?
I don't just attack people. No, do I need to call the guards on you? Do you just go out getting drunk, attacking people?
Do you want to lose the gold that I just gave you?
You can't take it back from me now. You just put it in my hand. He's like putting it in his pocket. It's my gold now,
Do you want to bet?
Well, I mean, you're the one. He starts backing up. You're the one threatening people. We are in the middle of.
Tyrum steps forward. Listen, my friend. We can give you business, or you can call the guards. That's on you. I am very prepared to make you compensated for your struggles. Now, we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
He pauses for a moment, quietly staring into your eyes, Tyrum. He can see the... Roll me intimidation.
Just a second. Come on, dice. 16.
He squints at your eyes for a minute. He can see the seriousness in your heart. Sweat starts dripping down his forehead. Compensation, you said, huh?
Yep, I already gave you 5 gold. I'm willing to part ways with some more if you can provide us with the service that we request with confidentiality.
What are you requesting?
Oh, my friend here is seeking a spell.
He eyes her. I'll agree to help you, just because you're he eyes your coin pouch, persuasive. But I've done nothing for her. Nothing, you hear me? Nothing.
Okay, and then Tyrum, signs to Ceras. What was the name of the spell you needed again?
Enemies abound.
None of that sign language, okay? My life could be in danger, and I don't need
y'all. Do you want extra gold or not?
Are you guys gonna kill me? Because if y'all are gonna, he starts kind of tearing up a little bit. Because if I have to cry, scream, and shit my pants in the street to make sure that y'all don't kill me, I will. Okay, they don't pay me enough here at Gnome Depot. I just wanted to go to college and become a high mage to afford to get into the castle's library where they keep all their expensive magic. But no, I'm here paying student loans on my God. He starts breaking down.
Tyrum's just rolling his eyes
he just said magic college.
He sits down in the fetal position and just stops, sobbing into his coat. My hair is gone. My life is ruined.
What was the name of the spell again?
Enemies
I couldn't-
abound, Tyrum. Enemies abound.
Enemies abound. Do you have enemies abound?
If you'll just go into Home Depot and look under aisle 10 for spells, you should have whatever goddamn spell you be looking for.
Well, you see, I'm compensating you heavily, Gnome, so I would like it if you could personally ensure me that you have this spell.
He kind of wipes his nose and he looks up at you. It's called what again?
Enemies abound.
He takes a small stone tablet out of his pocket and he taps it a couple times. Some of the runes change and then it glows purple and then it glows green. Yeah, there should be one left, but you're gonna have to hurry. Spells go quickly in this place. They're hard to come by.
Tyrum nudges Ceras to head
My
down the
hair.
spell aisle.
My hair is gone. My mom was right. I should have gotten eaten by that bear
Hey,
and just
shh, shh,
the cords.
All right. That's enough. And then Tyrum like puts his hand on the bald spot and like like does a lay on hands.
I don't know if this would restore hair.
No, it probably won't, but you know, just to try to make him
If
feel
your
better.
roll's good enough,
Nah,
It's
nothing.
not a roll.
There's
nat
a- there's
20.
a-
Nat 20 or nothing.
No. He feels a little bit comfort from your hand, from the warmth of your hand, Tyrum. He's still sniveling into his shirt, but he does manage to stand up and keep crying into his arm like a normal Gnome Depot worker.
You know,
Wow.
it would really serve you to have some self-respect.
You know what also would help me with self-respect? Having all of my hair.
Okay, well, listen, you lost some, and that's on you, all right?
Look at me. Look at my girlfriend's gonna leave me over this.
You have
Yeah.
a girlfriend?
I did. But when she sees this bald spot, it's over. I'm gonna tell her I got bitched by some little circus freak at work. Oh, she's gonna leave me for sure.
Listen,
Ceras is
I
feeling
can't
very bad about herself right now.
I can't help you with your relationship front, but with enough gold, you can buy yourself a new girlfriend.
He looks at you for a second, and then he wipes all of his tears. He looks refreshed after hearing that. You know, I did always want to go to the red light district of New Yorkshire. That's not a bad idea.
This man was being abused by his girlfriend. Ain't no way.
Probably.
He looks like he's perked up a little bit. But he does pick his hat up off the ground and covers his head while he tucks all of his hair into his head
That's
under
a
his
smart
hat,
idea.
and he just smushes it all down. How does it look? It looks kind of jank, you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Honestly, it you can't even notice your bald spot.
Roll me a deception.
Nat 20, baby.
Yeah.
Well, if you say so, Mr. Elf, you seem to be the level-headed
Trust me,
one of the two.
and I know fashion.
Ceras shrinks further behind Tyrum.
What do you mean? You know fashion? What do you
Oh,
mean?
I mean, look at me, I'm gorgeous.
He eyes you for a second. You know what? You're right. You are gorgeous. Maybe you can go out on a date with me sometime.
Oh,
Nah, sorry, I'm not interested.
See, I knew it looked bad. And he goes running off into the crowd. He drops his name tag on the ground.
Tyrum just kind of like stands by the register and waits to see Ceras with the scroll.
Ceras looks up at you, Tyrum, after he runs away and goes, I'm never going to find a boyfriend. Why was that so bad?
Tyrum looks down at her. Did you get the scroll?
She okay, I'm going to get it.
You're wasting time.
Ceras, what aisle was it on?
Aisle 3.
Oh no. No.
Are you sure?
That's what I remembered him saying.
Oh, my cough. It's really bad.
I
Ceras,
hope you don't come out clear at all.
it wasn't. It
5
didn't,
plus 5.
Yeah.
Ceras, you go walking down aisle 3, and there's nothing but swords. It's a swords aisle. They all seem to have minor enchantments, but nothing good. Nothing worthwhile. Nobody
Okay.
goes kind of cheap on their
Circus,
weapons collection.
shit, I went to the wrong place. I'm just so upset. And then she goes to aisle 5.
Oh my god.
Tyrum, you see Ceras leave aisle 3 kind of shaky, but she goes
Tyrum
down
is like
aisle.
meticulously tapping his finger on the counter, like as he sees Ceras like go to aisle 5, he like waves for Ceras to like look at him.
Ceras looks at him.
Ceras, roll me a perception.
Oh god. Okay, that is a 18 plus 1, I believe.
Okay, you do notice Ceras tapping, or you notice Tyrum tapping his finger and eyeing you down as you leave and head towards aisle 5.
Tyrum puts all of his fingers out, like signifying 10.
10. Ceras goes, oh yeah, of course. And she goes to aisle 10.
Ceras, on aisle 10, there is one hooded figure in the aisle with you. They are standing in front of one or two select scrolls.
Okay. I look for the scroll of enemies abound. Alphabetized.
No, never would a magic shot be alpha. That's too smart. They're randomly placed in the wall because they come and go in such short intervals. So you go through a bunch of spells. You see Fireball at least 4 times. You see Ray of Frost. You see Charm Person until finally you find the spell you're looking for. It just so happens to be at the crotch level of the gentleman standing in the cloak looking at spells.
Ceras puts her hood on and then goes between his legs and grabs it.
As you go between his legs, roll me stealth with advantage, I guess. Or what was the cloak? +10? It was like
The
pass without a
cloak-
trace, right?
The cloak, so the description of the cloak is let me find it real quick. Cloak +2 stealth. As long as the hood is on, people will not talk to you unless you make a vocalization.
Yeah, that's what it was.
All right, so that is a 17 on the die, 18, 19 stealth.
You reach through this man's cloak almost just effortlessly, and as you grab your spell, as you sneak through his legs, you notice that he too has little bells dangling from his hat. Only he is in a full face of white makeup and he has purple bells.
Huh. Is he he's just like standing there while looking at the scroll, perusing?
Yeah, he's perusing.
All right. Is there anything that he has that would signify any connection to the jester hats?
No.
No. Is there anything interesting about him other than the bells and the purple?
Ceras, as you're standing underneath this man's cloak, you pretty much get a good look at his entire uniform. He looks like a sad clown. He's got a purple hat. He looks kind of depresso. He's got black spikes under his eyes, but it's clown makeup. And yeah, he seems to be very focused. But you don't see any tattoos. You do see a book at his side.
What's the book?
Hey, Tyrum, what's that book that you got in session 1? What do we call that?
We didn't call it anything.
Ah, damn it. Yeah, you see a book that says Tales of Evernord.
Ceras finds that mildly interesting. And she's like, "Oh, I'm good at talking to people. I'm good." Ceras keeps the hood on and takes out a puppet. And let's see, what puppet would this would be a
Hold up. Before you do anything, I'm gonna send you a picture of what this gentleman looks like.
Oh, okay.
Even better, could we all take 5 minutes after I send this picture? Because I have to tinkle.
I'm fine with that.
Yep.
Sick.
For context, Ceras rolled a 2, and that got -1 to a 1.
My fucking...
That's why it went so terribly.
Wow.
I'll be back in 5 minutes, gentlemen.
Mhm.
Love you, boys.
Wow, this is really having a great situation going on.
So, Ceras, you see that I sent you a picture of?
Yeah.
That is
I
who you
looked
are
at
standing with. And he has
Yeah.
he has not noticed you are underneath of him.
Ceras puts the scroll like in her cloak,
Okay.
and then looks up at him, and pulls out a puppet and kind of keeps the puppet underneath her cloak, and goes, you look very stressed, my friend.
He leaps 10 feet in the air and jumps to the side, catching himself, terrified. What the? What? Ah! His bell's jingling from his hat. Why are you under me?
I am short and you are tall.
It doesn't take much to ask a guy to move. It's literally 2 words. Excuse me. Good Lord. He, takes a knee, trying to catch his breath. What was I in your way for? I've seen the spell Fireball, 12 times today, and you're over here creeping around. What was so important that you couldn't just wait for me to find my goddamn spell?
There's enough space for 2. And she shrugs.
He starts dying laughing. He wipes the one tear under his eye. It was pretty funny. He takes note of the bells. What are you, some sort of jester or something?
Harlequin.
Well, he reaches his hand out. Well, I'm Jeremy. Jeremy the Jester. Nice to meet you.
Oh my goodness.
Ceras shakes his hand, and she goes, well, I hope you have a nice day.
My day's only gonna get worse from here. If I don't find this spell, the king's gonna kill me, literally. But hopefully I knock him dead first.
Ceras goes, what spell are you looking for?
Charm person. But I'm just... Ha!
Ceras looks around. She looks around and I'm assuming does not find charm person.
Roll me an investigation. Or an insight.
Okay. I'm doing an investigation because my stats are better on investigation. That's a nat 20. It doesn't matter.
Out of the bottom left corner, from a vantage point that only someone of knee-high height would be able to see, you see a charm person scroll stuffed deep in the back of one of the lower level shelves.
She points at it.
Oh, hey, thanks. Hey, you know what? Here, kid, take this. It's a good book. It's a good read. He hands you the book of the Tales of Evernord. I give it to anybody that'll listen, but they don't believe I wrote it. So you take that. You take good care of it, though. It's got a lot of fun stories in it.
She nods and grabs the book. I always enjoy a good read. And then she kind of just takes a little time to have a mental picture of this person who said who kind of insinuated that they're gonna kill the king.
Did he? He's a jester.
Yeah.
He was just he was making a joke. Get it, charm
Yeah.
person? Tee No, okay. All right, maybe he's trying to kill the king. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, Ceras nods and then goes up to the front where Tyrum is waiting. And Ceras signs to Tyrum. Look at this very odd book this odd jester man gave me.
Damn, you recognize the book instantly.
Tyrum furrows his eyebrows. Jester, man. Where? In the aisle?
She like thumbs backwards, as I'm assuming he's walking out because he has the scroll now.
Oh, y'all don't see him. Y'all don't see him at all.
Listen, your little gnome boyfriend, he's still in the back. We could probably leave. I already overpaid for this fucking scroll anyway.
Ceres, what was the price tag on it?
5 gold.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Ceres, Ceres just like slaps 5 gold down on the counter, and then we're like, come on, let's go, Tyrum. This is 5 gold. This is a steal of a deal for a scroll of this level.
Tyrum rolls his eyes and then just fucking follows.
All right. On the way back, we still have what? This whole thing took what? 30 minutes? An hour?
Just about. Yep. It's still not.
All right.
It's still not even dawn yet. Y'all left at 5. Mikey and Luna did their thing at 6. It'll be coming up on dawn soon. So,
Okay. Ceres
both
is going
parties-
to work on Bucket.
all right. So yeah, you have about an hour and a half working on Bucket.
All right. Cool.
And with that comes the start of the plan. Kade has been sitting at Sal's, twiddling his thumb, mulling over some things, and he looks over at you, Fang. All right, kid. Best we get to walking. You ready to become a terrorist?
Of course.
Good. This is gonna be fun. Also, Damien, the way this works, until we're locked into actual combat, any damage you do to regular people counts as an instant kill unless you explicitly say otherwise. Property damage and everything, we are strong individuals. A lot of magic. So, we're putting that out there.
That works.
You follow Kate out of Sal's, and he looks back. You know, Sal, I probably won't be coming back here. And it's a shame, because you have a
Good
damn
fucking
good
riddance.
Yeah, like you a lot, Sal. I'll try to get you some more business out these parts. And also, you're welcome! Thanks to me, you don't have to pay those goddamn fees to the gangs anymore. A little bit of an appreciation might be nice.
Sal rolls his eyes.
I know, no rest for the wicked in it. And Cade closes the door behind Fang. And as the two of you make way to the city of Newest Yorkshire, honestly, the sewers seem pretty peaceful. No, the crime that you've seen day one, Fang, is all but evaporated. It's like people have started living their lives peacefully again. And you can tell that something good is coming for the sewers. But as you exit, walk towards the bridge that leads into Newest Yorkshire, Cade stops you. Yeah, see? Here it is. And he points at a posted board at the very mouth of the city. Fang, the very first thing you see, since you didn't see it before when everybody else did, is a wanted poster of Kade Kunningtale for 100,000 gold.
Be damned, dog. You do have a bounty, don't you?
You know, the amount of people that want my head, that list runs all the way across the river. He points at the city, like castle. Pretty big distance, huh?
Ready to make it even bigger?
Nah, we're just gonna walk. The way this works, me and you, we're about to cause as much commotion in this city as we possibly can. Cade takes out a cigar box from his pocket. I'm talking knocking over buildings, but I only request that in any new section, we give the people of this town a fair shake, you know? Give them a little bit of a heads up. You know, time to run. Guards, but try not to hurt any civilians.
Fang says, I make no promises as he casts fly and begins to fly away.
You know, the point was we were supposed to be with each other!
Fang is completely ignoring you. He cares nothing about what you're saying now. He is bent on terror.
Fang, as you fly away, you notice that you reach out of earshot of Cade, but you do notice as he starts walking across the bridge.
I'm gonna
that-
Kim.
I'm gonna Kim. I'm gonna Kim. You notice that as he starts walking across the bridge, he starts gunning down guards, and then he finally takes a puff of that cigar, and a blast of lightning breath goes crashing across the bridge, pretty much shattering stones on the side, causing it to start collapsing as he starts running into the city. But Fang, go ahead and call. You are in the city of Newest Yorkshire. Kade is going to begin throwing sticks of dynamite, flash bombs, and whatever else he can get his hands on as he starts murdering guards and trying to get as much notoriety.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, notoriety as he can. What are you gonna do to get famous, Fang?
Fang flies over the center of the center of the town, which
As you hover over the king's castle, you notice that from your vantage point in the sky, a lot of the city seems to be in 4 different layers, but kind of like a giant wheel around the castle. You know, all roads lead to the king. And then you notice there's a giant moat circling the castle. But outside of that, you see an entire city of bustling, hustling people. And rivers of boats.
Fang yells out to the crowd of people. Every civilian has 10 seconds to get away from the area. Everyone else dies. And
Wait. Let me get this straight. You're just gonna pain them? You're just gonna jump into the Naruto arc? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Some of the people in the crowd stop what they're doing and take note, but a lot of them don't even look like they heard you.
And the first 2 guards that I see take an Eldritch Blast to the face.
You obliterate 2 guards with an Eldritch Blast as the crowd silences and looks up at you.
Did not stutter. Everyone needs to leave.
And in a panic, everyone starts hauling ass. There's panic in the street for the second time in this god city in the last 3 days. People start hauling ass. Some people don't believe you're going to do it. Some are actually minding their business, carrying on with shopping as if nothing even is even happening. Some of the guards begin making their way towards you as they see you floating along. One of them... Hold up. As you are floating along, you see one of the guards point their flail at you, and he says, "Halt there, villain!" And your fly is canceled as you begin into a free fall. I want to say you're pretty high up, though. You have 6 seconds to make sure you don't become concrete.
Hold please.
Everybody's watching this cat fall out of the goddamn sky. Hopefully he lands on his feet. What lives do you lose if you eat concrete from this high? I don't know. Can he fix it?
I cast Dimension Door straight to the ground.
Blip to the
Is
ground.
momentum preserved in Dimension Door?
No, it's like stepping through a door. So, I think, what was it? Roofing? It's not actually a door. I think that's how it's spelled or worded. 1 second!
Within range, you arrive at exactly the spot desired. It can be placed.
Yeah, you just arrive wherever you were looking.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that it would or would not alter.
DM's
Bang.
description.
Yeah, no, as you how do you land? Make it good.
Well, I would cast it. As I cast it, it would be a door under me that I would just go through like I did when I slipped through the ground and popped up next to Michaelo.
As you pop up, you are quickly surrounded by regular guards. Oi! Stop there! We're taking you into custody. How dare you kill our gods! And they all look like they're ready to fight.
This is,
3 guards
Am I-
are closing in. Like I said, you're not in combat until we get to real difficulties. I'm giving you the chance to be as carnacious as you want. It's got to be good. It's got to be good, little terrorist. This is your shot. Make this
Be
secret. Right?
evil.
The first two closing in take Eldritch Blast to the face, while the third one takes a dagger straight through his skull.
You kill all 3 guards as the 10 seconds are up. The courtyard is cleared as people are running for their lives. And in the distance, you hear the sound of explosions as buildings start toppling over from the direction that Kade was.
Well, fuck.
One of the gargoyles takes flight as it starts trying to charge you.
It's trying to charge?
Yep, it flies directly into the sky and then drops like an eagle to come crashing into you. Diving straight for you.
This work on a gargoyle? I told the dead the gargoyle as he's dive bombing.
The gargoyle shatters midair, and you are showered with a couple pebbles from the gargoyle.
Nice concrete rain is nice every now and then.
The people that were running from you have started running past you back the other direction as you hear gunshots going off in the distance.
A few people that are running past, Fang cast Mage Hand to grab the nearest person and throw them into a building, just into any building.
Nothing happens because Mage Hand can't carry medium-sized creatures. But you do scare the
medium-sized creature?
I don't know. What do you see running through here? What are you looking for?
I'm causing as much mayhem as possible, so it doesn't
Sounds
matter.
like he's trying to grab a child.
So I say, get specific, guy. This is your terrorist story.
Well, let's see. I'm going to look for the nearest family and grab the child and throw him.
You just launch a kid through a fucking... Alright.
Yep.
You launch a small human child through a glass window into a blacksmith shop. You hear screaming, and then you see a fire arise from the inside. The building begins smoking as the kid's parents charge at you. 2 humans come running at you with a pitchfork and a dagger.
And the magic missile. That is also a cantrip of mine. Magic missile at a first level is 3, so it's 1 for each.
Obliterate a small family with magic missile after throwing their son into a nearby blacksmith shop.
Because it's 3, the third missile goes straight into the shop.
You hear the exploding as it makes contact with the furnace, and then the back wall blows out as the blacksmith shop tumbles, killing a few dozen people that are running by. The guards are now charging you. There's 10 deep. And it's an entire squadron of regular guards as they come charging in at you. The golem that was on standby has finally begun to move and is walking towards you, trying to grapple you.
Fang is going to cast.
Get him! It causing chaos! Get him!
And well, if the fly goes through, he casts fly and flies above the guards and just starts raining down firebolt.
How far can you get in 6 seconds? Well, what's the total distance traveled? 40 feet or 60 feet?
It would be 30 feet because of my walking speed converted to flying speed.
Okay. You get 30 feet up and roll me another wisdom save.
Yeah.
You gotta beat the 16. Womp, womp.
That's going to be an 18.
As you fly above, nothing happens. The counter spell fails, and you begin raining down. You said fire bolts or fireballs?
Yes. Firebolt.
Oh yeah, you start raining fire bolts down on the guards. The golem is going to get a 10-foot running start and try to jump the remainder of its movement speed to try to grapple you. Roll for athletics. He rolled a 5. You don't have much to beat.
Well, I rolled a 4.
No way! The golem grabs your leg, Cat, and the weight of the rock golem instantly drags you back down to the fucking ground. You're hovering 10 feet in the sky. With him holding your leg.
Yeah. No, the golem takes 2 Eldritch Blasts to the face because I'm not. I need my leg back.
Roll me another contest of strength. Well, he rolled a nat 1. Never mind. You slip the golem's grasp as it trips over and falls back on 5 of the guards, killing them instantly. What did you do now?
Hilarious deaths.
It just start blowing on every building I can.
As things start to get heated and you start causing actual terror in the streets, Kade finally catches up with you, Fang. Alright, kid. Alright, we've got enough terror and scare. He looks around for a second. Didn't I tell you no goddamn citizens? What is this?
Gave them
Gave them what?
10 seconds.
Cade reaches into copy reaches into paste and feels around for a second. I can't believe I'm about to do this. How high are you up, Fang?
I'd say he's still about 30 feet in the air.
Yeah, roll me a charisma save as Cade begins chanting from a scroll that he pulls out of his pocket. We fucking wasted on this. Whoa,
25.
What? I don't know, charisma?
25? Yeah.
Nothing happens. The scroll just burst into flame into Cade's hands. God damn it! Alright, well, come down here. What the fuck are you doing? Come on, we gotta get ready for the next part of this. Also, Ceras and Tyrum, you both hear the destruction in the city. You see streets falling, levels collapsing, buildings toppling. You see people running in terror and smoke coming from the general front side of the city.
If that's Cade's plan on getting caught, I think he is gonna succeed.
Ceras nods. Well, seems like it. I guess we should start on our. I guess we should start on our part of the mission.
At the same time, Luna and Michaelo, you would also see the destruction in the streets happening as you've already slipped into New Shropshire. As you make way towards the morgue.
They better pray to God nobody got hurt.
I'm sure people got hurt. Fang's not such a very good kid, from what I've been told.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tyrum, Luna, roll me an initiative real quick.
Tyrum and Luna?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 6.
18.
All right. So, Luna and Michaelo, I am putting together your combat, but you both start approaching the morgue. Aside from all the noise that you hear in the background of the city, from the absolute chaos that is ensuing, you finally reach the morgue, and like Tyrum said, unlike the original time you saw it, it is locked up tight. The 2 stone golems stand at the gates. All the windows look to be locked and boarded, and there are guards at all doors and underneath all windows.
How do you suppose we get in here?
I guess we can check the back.
I mean, yeah, that's right. The princess did give us that information.
Well, that was
After
to the
you-
castle.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right. After you, Ninja Boy.
We walked to the back of the morgue.
There's a single guard at the back standing by the back door. The closest one isn't until much further down. The side is the one with the morgue as specified before. Tyrum is not there. There's 2 stone golems in the front. There's 1 gargoyle sleeping over the back window, not a guard, and there's a gargoyle across the street. Other than that, it looks like all the rest of the human guards have gone running off in the direction of the general chaos. They left all the stone creatures to handle it. you two are creeping up from the street right here.
All right.
And we're gonna go to the back of the morgue, right? Which is like over here.
I don't know. Is that where y'all are going?
Yes, that's what we said we were doing.
Yeah.
You see a small stand of fireworks, but there's a window to the second floor of the morgue.
I say we use that window.
Agreed. Shoot. Luna hops up and gets up to puts his back up against the wall and puts his two hands together to give Michaelo a boost to the window.
Hold me in athletics.
Is that for me too? I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
That was a 15.
That was
All
a.
right.
You said athletics.
Yeah.
19.
All right. How do you two seamlessly get into this window that Mikey doesn't fit in, but gets up there nonetheless?
I don't fit in it.
No, it's a tiny window, but you're up there now, hanging at the window.
Hey Luna, upon further investigation, I don't think I can fit in this window.
You are absolutely looking inside, though.
But what can you see?
What do I see?
Roll. You see an empty morgue.
It's empty
There's
inside.
nobody.
All right, come on down.
Michaelo drops down.
Let's see. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn into a mouse. And hold on, did you say there's only just a window? There's like no door or anything like that in the back?
There's a large steel door that the gargoyle is sitting over.
Okay. In the back?
Yep.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn into a rat, and I'm going to climb into that window, and I'm going to open the door from the inside. And then you're going to slip in.
Okay.
All right. I wild shape into a rat and climb up that little wall. And
As you get to the window, it is not you are unable to open the window as a rat because it is shut closed.
damn.
How do you proceed, sir?
Can I break the window as a rat?
Sure, roll me a strength. Roll me to hit, actually.
Let me roll you the hit. A 12.
The window doesn't break.
Damn. I'll try it again.
Roll me to hit.
A 13.
The window doesn't break. And, after a couple seconds of clanking, the gargoyle is now peering over the edge curiously to see what's happening at this window. It just sees a little rat. It only sees a mouse.
I climb even higher up onto the rooftop to see if there's a way inside from the top.
You see a bunch of shattered tiles on top of the morgue, and one looks like really, really weak. Might be a good integral space to get through for a creature of your size. You also see a chimney way.
I run over to the chimney and climb inside. And make my way down.
You drop directly down the chimney for a just about 12-foot drop. You take 2d6 of
wait a minute.
What's the terminal velocity of a rat?
Climb?
Okay, fair point.
And I also said climb
How do you climb
down the chimney? I would imagine, because I'm a rat, right? If I'm a human trying to do it, I would I would turn my butt, put my butt towards the downwards for.
Do it as a rat, not a human.
No, that's what I'm talking about. As a rat, I would turn my butt down towards where I'm trying to climb. I literally just kind of like scrape my way down there.
Luna,
Literally-
as you peer over into the inside of the chimney, it is a 5 foot by 5 foot hole down straight into a fireplace. There is no fire in the place, but it's about 12 feet tall. You're peering into the chimney. How do you get down?
I run over to the weak spot, see if I can break in through there.
You can. Sorry.
Hmm?
Nothing. As you, how do you break the weak spot?
I take my little buck teeth rat self and just start gnawing at the spot until I can try to get in there, and I start clawing at it with my claws too.
As you start just raging out on this weak spot, the tile cracks and a piece of the ceiling opens up as you fall through. You drop to the second floor.
What do I see? Do I need to roll
Again.
for
What's your passive?
that? As a rat, one moment. My passive is shoot. What is passive based off of?
Intelligence.
Passive what?
For
Perception.
my passive perception for a fucking rat. I'm trying to look at that shit.
Perception.
Oh, 10. The passive perception is a 10 for the rat.
The morgue is empty. I don't remember if you saw it when it was active, but you notice instantly that the coffin containing Lois is not where it was, and there's a sign for Lois's coffin, but there is no coffin, as if the room has been emptied. Then you see the steel door that Mikey is waiting behind, and you see one man in a suit of armor with blonde hair heading towards the opposite direction that the door is. He seems to be in a hurry, but he's the only person you see in there.
I look for well, is there anything keeping the door from being opened?
It's locked.
It's locked.
There's a giant wooden board slammed down, bracing the back of the door.
Okay. I slither under a table and wait for this man to leave.
He exits the room.
I undo my wild shape
As
and
you
pick up
undo
the.
your As
Go
you
ahead.
do your wild shape, you feel a slight shaking in the morgue, and then you hear you just hear loud voices on the outside getting closer, as if a panic is starting to arise outside.
What is happening out there? Are they doing more chaotic things? Was that an explosion? You know what? Don't have time for this right now. I pick up the wood block that's blocking the door and open the metal door.
Mikey, you see the door creak open as Luna unlocks it.
Michaelo kind of hides real quick, not knowing that it's Luna.
Luna sticks his head out in the general direction where Mikey was. Starts waving.
Michaelo comes around the corner and walks into the door.
The
And then
moment you start walking towards the door, you see the gargoyle peel off the roof and start trying to like an eagle dive in and attack you. As the gargoyle falls off the top of the roof.
Okay.
Nothing happens. You manage to close the door before it can get to you. All right. So now the two of you are in the morgue. It is empty. The lights are off, which is strange because the rest of the city is so vibrantly lit up. But yeah.
Michaelo
The
casts
air-
Pass Without Trace right now.
Hell yeah. The air is kind of stale, and for as much activity as this place was getting just a few days ago, it seems all but dead now.
All right.
I suppose we should check out the basement.
Yeah, we should definitely check out the basement.
I look for a way to get down into the basement.
The two of you wander around the morgue, and you don't actually find any direct pathways that lead down. There's like 2 stairwells that lead to the second floor, but that's usually for like big meetings and maybe even like a rest room or two for people that are emotionally unstable. But no, there is no basement.
Luna,
Hmm.
I don't
You
think there
also
is a basement in this morgue. Do you think Tyrum might have been joking with us?
No, no, I don't think so. There might be a hidden door of sorts somewhere around here. I
Okay,
don't
so I
know.
guess we should investigate for hidden doors or levers or
Indeed,
buttons or
indeed.
shit.
All right, DM. We should roll for perception. Yeah.
Luna, you didn't see the gentleman you saw earlier either in any of the rooms y'all looked through.
We're
I got a
okay.
5 for investigation.
Mikey, everything this looks like a normal house to you for real. It doesn't even look like a morgue. It looks like somebody lives here.
Man, this looks like a nice house.
You guys
I
are
got
currently
24.
for investigation.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Hold on. Did you say for perception or for investigation?
Investigation.
Oh, then never mind.
I mean, either is fine, really.
Oh, then 24.
For perception,
Yeah.
the direction that the blonde-haired gentleman walked, you hear a small, like rattling noise, and then it's dead silent again. But
uh,
you now realize that the door he walked through was a pantry.
I walk towards the thought to be pantry, and I open the doors
It
or
is
the
full
pantry
of
doors.
pounds of rice, bags of potatoes, and like a bunch of boxed produce.
What fucking morgue has food?
Luna, this is not the time to be hungry. Like we're on a job here.
I'm listen. I saw a guy, and it sounds like he came through a door over here, but there's no door. So I'm kind of curious if there's
And
a false
the
door
pantry
around
is
here.
big enough to walk in. Do you both enter the pantry?
Clear
Yes.
out. Yes, yes. We walk in.
All right, so it looks like an overall normal pantry. You see a couple cookbooks on the top shelf. You see a picture of like a thumbs up with an inspirational quote that says "You'll feel better after time passes." And yeah, you see bags of rice, bags of potatoes, vegetables, um, and you see a small symbol of Kairos on one of the bottom shelves, kind of reminiscent to Tyrum's holy symbol.
Michaelo flips the poster around.
You flip the poster around, and there's nothing behind the poster.
Yeah, he just didn't want to look at that thing anymore.
Unfair. I respect it.
What did you do that for?
It had a stupid saying on it.
Hmm. Roll to investigate the or yeah. I guess fuck it. Roll to investigate. That would be a 14. What's in the pantry?
Uh, it looks like a couple of the bags of rices have been kind of like tossed around from place to place, and yeah, there's a small symbol, holy symbol of Kydros down in the corner. It looks reminiscent to Tyrum's.
Michaelo touches it.
The floor beneath the both of you opens up instantly, and you fall.
Oh.
Go!
Whoa!
How? Yeah.
And as you two come tumbling down a small slide of bricks, you end up in the basement of the morgue. There. Michaelo and Luna, you two are here.
Oh god, we're in the sex dungeon.
Yeah, you are.
I don't like that confirmation.
It's okay. It's not for you to like, really and truly. But yeah, y'all are now in the bottom of the morgue. You notice that
Michaelo,
the two hallways initially are empty, but you can definitely hear voices coming from all over.
Luna,
Michaelo, what did you press?
I think this is the basement.
Well, that's a very interesting way to get down. I thought that was a death trap. I thought we were dead.
Yeah, didn't you say another guy came down here? Like,
I said a guy came. I thought a guy came down here. I wasn't entirely certain, But this is weird. Surprised none of the rice bags and shit fell down with us.
Yeah,
None of them did.
that's a little weird. You think they glued them to the shelves?
Probably, but that's neither here nor there right now. We should probably find out what this place is about.
Okay. Which way should we go? Looks like there's a door down here. And another door
Flip a
up
coin.
here.
Heads or tails, we go left or right. Left for heads, tails for right.
Okay.
Flips coin. Okay, so head, so we go left.
All right.
We start walking to the left.
Can you move your tokens?
I can't.
One moment. I think I gotta click the right one. Nope.
How about now?
Hold on. Yes.
Yep.
I can now.
Okay, good.
Michaelo's gonna peer around this corner.
You notice that there's a walkway. Looks to be like 2 little fall off points over here. Kind of smells like a sewer, but you don't see anybody. And then you notice another hallway at the end and a couple of like loose plants. Place looks real busted up. Looks like it's been here for a while.
Did you say loose plants?
Yeah, like moss and stuff growing around.
Like where?
Just growing. Yeah.
Cool. So I'm gonna use this spell called Speak with Plants.
Oh.
What?
Yes. It says you imbue plants in an immobile 30-foot emanation with limited sentience and animation, giving them the ability to communicate with you and follow simple commands. You can question plants about events in the spell's area within the past day, getting information about creatures that have passed, weather, and other circumstances. And then there's the thing about difficult terrain. I can either turn non-difficult terrain into difficult terrain or non-difficult terrain into difficult terrain, assuming it has shit to do with plants on it, like grass. But that only lasts for an hour. That's not important in the sense.
Give me your verbal and somatic components.
It just okay. Luna puts his hands out and starts chanting.
Michaelo starts peering over your shoulders. What are you doing?
Give me a moment, Michaelo. I'm trying to focus. I haven't used this spell in quite some time. O plants, hear my voice and answer my call. Tell me what I wish to know. And a green energy emanates from my hands as I bring them up, and an energy field of green surrounds us in a 30-foot field, and the plants start to have human-like animations and figures and faces, kind of like what the fuck is it? I'm trying to, huh?
Cuphead?
Yeah, Cuphead. Yeah, like the plant from Cuphead. Yes. But these, yeah, go ahead.
The moss sits up with Disney animation and looks at you.
What?
Cheesy Pete's! What is going on? Here, 1 second. I'm down here absorbing the moisture, and the next thing you know, I'm talking to some human, and whatever the fuck that thing is.
Whatever the fuck you are.
What the fuck you mean? I'm a beautiful strand of illuminate moss. Thank you.
Mr. Illuminate Moss, if you could be so kind, did you tell us about the area that we're in right now?
Did I? I didn't tell you nothing. I didn't say nothing. I'll never say
No,
nothing.
I said,
nothing.
could you tell us about the area that we're in?
I don't know. Do you photosynthesizers? What are you laughing at? This is a serious question. You Not all of us photosynthesize the same, guy. You catch my drift? Now you photosynthesizers is not.
I photosynthesize.
I don't even
Yes.
believe you understand what photosynthesizing is, Green One. I don't know what the fuck you are, but you're the
Hey,
weirdest.
you're also green one. All right.
I'm beautiful though. You're disgusting.
Wait,
Absolutely.
Michaelo can't talk to the plants. It's just Luna.
it doesn't
ruining
specify if
J-
that's
No,
the case or not.
no. It says it gives
It
them
says you
limited
imbue
sentience.
plants. Yeah, yeah,
And they're animated plants talking to everybody.
yeah.
Unless Luna wants them to speak a different language that Michaelo doesn't speak.
No, common is fine because I'm
Yeah.
fine with him talking with them.
My
Listen,
bad.
it's fine. Listen,
No,
we're
that is
we're just trying to pass by. Listen, I'll sprinkle some
we're
water
just
on you
saying
if you'd
what you
like.
said. No, listen to me here. First of all, I asked you a fucking question. You bring me to life. You give me the ability to speak, and now you don't want to hear what I have to say, huh?
Luna, I think we should find a different plant.
Are you photosynthesizers? Us
I
moths?
like to spend
we
time in the sun too. Yes.
Filthy photosynthesizers. What do you want to know? What do you want to know from me, huh? I'll answer one question, and then I humbly demand you turn me back into quiet moss, because I won't be affiliated with you photosynthesizers. You know, looking at my boys on this block thinking I'm some sort of sellout. You understand me?
Ask her about the dark energy.
Yes. Okay. So, what is this dark energy that's emanating down here? What's that? all about?
It's darkness. It's just dark down here. There's no lights. What do you mean? Everything's dark. Stupid fucking question, guy. Now turn me back.
I guess. All right, as you wish. I end the spell by opening the palm of my hand, and releasing the energy. It dissipates into nothing.
Luna, a little bit of the residual energy is floating around the palm of your hand. If you'd like to try again on one other plant, free of charge.
I just want to say Ron got the voice of plant, and the first thing he did was make him racist.
He wasn't racist. He called you ugly. You're just fucking disgusting.
He said
No,
filthy
not Michaelo.
photosynthesizers. What are you talking about?
Because he's moss. He's like, listen.
Listen here. Y'all are repping the wrong gangs. All right, we're not with those photosynthesizers. All right.
All right, listen, Luna. We should not call ourselves photosynthesizers next time.
Yeah, I don't think that was a good idea. Are there any other types of plants within the area that we are in?
In some of the other areas of this basement, you see a couple vines draping through, maybe a couple loose roots in the stone, and then you see a couple weeds growing out of that back wall.
I think we should go with the roots. I think because it might belong to a tree or something, and trees do have roots that can go through the ground.
Okay. Whatever you say,
all right.
Plant guy.
Luna recasts speak with plants.
You approach this wall where the roots are dangling down, and you animate the roots. Good afternoon. Good morning. What time is it? Why is it so dark down here? Are you guys photosynthesizers?
No.
One moment, please.
Okay, take your time.
Well, what do you think of my companion's response? He said he was a photosynthesizer.
No,
He said he wasn't.
Oh, he said he wasn't a photosynthesizer.
I don't see any other companion. There's just you.
Oh. No, I'm not a photosynthesizer.
The tree goes quiet. You hear a slight whispering from the root. You're on the wrong side of the street. Photosynthesizers are over there. The root kind of gestures.
I'm a photosynthesizer.
You told me you weren't a photosynthesizer. Why would you try to lie to me?
I'm not. I'll roll deception.
Roll me a deception.
That is a 15.
Oh, you were making a funny about being not a photosynthesizer. I see. Those moss over there on the other side, on the other blocks, they don't like us tree types because we grow out into the light and we enjoy photosynthesis. Those bioluminescent mosses think they're so much better because they glow in the dark.
Yeah, I mean
wouldn't be caught dead on that side of the fucking of this sewage area.
Yeah, that
Ask about the
dude's an
dark energy.
asshole.
Yes, he is. Moss sucks. It's why I grow above ground.
Oh, yeah, dude. Sunlight's the shit. Anyway, so I have a couple questions to ask you if you wouldn't mind.
Sure, but I'll only talk to photosynthesizers because we have to stick together. You know, I
Yeah.
heard those photosynthesizers are up to a lot of trouble these days.
Oh,
Neighborhoods
yeah.
that used to be safe, they're not safe anymore. They invade our areas and territories,
Uh-huh.
and then they steal all our jobs and nutrients in the soil.
Hey, ask him what
Yeah.
he thinks about mushrooms.
I'm not gonna ask him that.
Hey, man, they're crazy. They're invasive. I'm sure he hates them.
Listen, Mister. What's your name?
Roots, my name is Mr. Roots. I am a grand 150-year-old oak tree.
Oh wow, you're pretty young for that age.
You flatter me. I have got family members that have lived up to 700. I hope to be a great tree in an ancient forest one day.
Oh yes, I'm sure you will do that.
Thank you. It's nice to hear that. You don't get a lot of reassurance. I don't usually talk to people.
So listen. so listen. Have you like felt any like dark energy that's kind of like evil down here? Maybe
No,
seen
no.
anybody suspicious moving past?
Now that you mention it, the soil in these parts has been kind of disgusting. Kind of like spoiled nutritions, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We photosynthesized to clean it up a little bit, but it's just not as rich as it used to be. And they bring people into that room over there often, but I don't ever see anybody come out.
Oh.
And,
Which room is he talking about?
The branch points over here at this doorway, and then he says, "Oh yeah, there's always a weird hooded lady that walks to the other side of this hallway," and he points over here. She comes and goes often, but I don't ever see her face. She seems nice though.
Can you mark it on the map? Down on the map? Oh, okay.
Woman comes and goes there, and then the door is over there.
Hey, can you guys do me a favor?
Yeah. Anything,
The
Mr.
soil
Roots.
down the soil down here isn't been all that good because of the lack of nutrients. Can you go to the other block over there and pull those mosses up, just to save some food for the rest of us?
Oh, God.
Absolutely.
No problem. We got you.
Oh my God.
Absolutely, we will.
Thanks, guys. I knew
Y'all
you guys.
motherfuckers just started a turf war with the fucking plants.
I knew you guys were.
It's
Let it
quite
get
literally
real.
a turf war.
Finally, somebody gets it. You guys are real stand-up photosynthesizers. I knew I could tell y'all were fellow photosynthesizers when I seen you.
Oh.
Sorry for doubting you guys.
Yeah, no, we definitely got you.
Especially you. You're really green.
Yeah,
It makes
yeah.
nothing but perfect sense for you.
I
The
did
other
I did a lot of chloris.
Chloris.
Chloris?
Yeah, I get a lot.
I got a lot of
I get a
chloris.
lot. I get a lot of clitoris too. It's good for the leaves.
Oh,
Chloroplasm.
Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
I've heard that before. Yeah.
Chloroplast. Y'all were
I believe
looking
it's
for the word
chloroplast.
chloroplast.
Chloroplast. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that chloroplast. That's that good shit. That real good shit.
Oh yeah,
That-
chloroplast,
that-
man. That
That
shit's good.
chlorophyll. That sugary good shit that I mix into my water to make my leaves grow. It's where my apples come from.
You know what? Luna right now is imagining what the fucking tree looks like above ground.
He's a bit above ground, throwing apples at Moss and flexing. You guys animated a final boss in Cuphead. Hey Fang, as you fly over the city causing mass hysteria, you see one really nice tree that looks ready to fuck up a bunch of humans. He's throwing apples at everything. Fang cares not about the tree.
You're
that's throwing
muted, Fang.
apples. Oh, I didn't even know that.
Can I talk to the tree? Will the tree talk back?
The tree is animated.
I
Yes.
mean, it's animated.
The tree is
until I
animated.
stop.
Mr. Roots is throwing apples at like stray cats that might have been stuck in his branches. He's throwing apples at the moss. He's throwing apples at small kids.
He should be swinging a cat that was in his branches.
Oh yeah, the one branch is like up and down really quickly, trying to get the cat to let go. But this little black cat is like holding on for dear life. Some of the lower branches are flexing down and throwing apples at kids.
Fang sees this tree and he looks at the tree and he says, "Would you like to join me in my conquest of terror?"
Sorry, man, I can't go anywhere. It's just not often I get to stretch like this. I'm gonna get as much action in as I can against those non-photosynthesizers, and after I'm done, I'll probably just be a regular oak tree again.
Fang sets the tree on fire. He cares not for the story.
Wow!
Wow.
Luna, the branches start writhing in pain as Mr. Roots set ablaze, and after about 2 minutes of burning, you hear screaming from the roots.
Luna, undo the magic. Undo the magic.
My chloroplasm!
Undo the spell.
The trees, the roots droop as they look kind of withered now, kind of dried up.
Holy shit! What the hell was happening to him?
I don't know, but he was
Fang, you
Clearly in
watched,
pain.
Fang, you watch the tree turn unreanimated, and then it falls over, killing a small nun covenant.
Yeah. You know, I think just for him, I'm going to walk over here. I rip out the fucking moss and I throw it in this fucking shit down here.
That shit water down there, you throw the moss in the shit water.
Yeah.
Wow. Luna goes over and starts clearing out some moss as well, making the wall look a little bit better for the photosynthesizers.
Okay. I guess.
All right, now that that's done, let's check this room out where people have been killed.
Yeah. Well, allegedly.
Mikey's already walking the other way.
Oh, shit.
Can I peer down this corridor, Ron?
Of course, there's nothing down that corridor, but you do hear the voices kind of echoing through the halls, getting a little louder.
Okay.
You see something interesting down that way?
Luna, you can't see Michaelo anymore unless you. Okay.
Oh damn!
Unless you're walking with him.
Michael's gonna peer around this corner.
You see cracked stone, and up here by a coffin, you see two individuals talking. They have hoods, and you hear a little bit of yelling. What do you mean? We're out of goddamn. The hooded figure puts his hand on his head. You mean to tell me that our wonder drug is finally selling out? Both of you roll me a what would be an insight?
That is a 16.
Okay.
That is a 12.
Okay. Well, it seems, Mr. Mask, that you've run out of time. Looks like there's a lot of things going on in the city. Luna and Michaelo, these voices both sound very familiar. One sounds recent, Michaelo. The other one sounds like you've heard it yelling before.
And he just called him Mr. Mask?
Yeah, you definitely heard that.
Yeah, I think Michaelo knows who it is.
As the two of you peer down the hallway, if I could just find my keys. You see two people in hoods. One is Dutch van der Linde, and the other one is the Black Mask, standing over top of a casket.
Oh, Luna notices this?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
For now, it's going to be a Black Briar, but yeah, you see two figures in the hood finally come from underneath their hoods. There is one Black Mask and one Dutch van der Linde. down over top of the coffin that is containing the corpse of Lois. Listen. You listening to me, Mr. Black Mask? We just need to bring her corpse back long enough to use her healing spells. After that, we can let all the test subjects loose like we planned. But, Zafira wants to move these bodies soon, so you need to figure out how we're going to ship these to Buena Fortuna. What do you mean, ship? We're supposed to be selling drugs, not moving bodies. You told me I'd have a cut of everything coming out of Newest Yorkshire. That's why we tricked the king into making us his advisors. That's why we've been in this goddamn city. And now you're telling me that I'm going to move all my influence to another goddamn city? That's exactly what I'm saying. And if you do not cooperate, Miss Sapphira, Lady Sapphira, will take her business elsewhere with somebody a little more accommodating. Black Mask stops yelling for a moment, and he thinks to himself, fine, but I can't do anything fast. All we need is for this funeral to go swimmingly, and then Newest Yorkshire will be in our pockets. Once Sapphira has a bigger base of people to experiment on, the disease of lycanthropy will be widespread before long. It'll be like the Black Plague all over again, people tearing into each other. And then, when everybody becomes a wolf, Sapphira will finally ascend into godhood. And I will be able to bring my love's lifelong dream to fruition. I don't give a damn about your wife's dream. You just need to make sure I get my money and keep your goddamn wolves out of the Elven Kingdoms. I didn't kill Gabriel just to let you come and fuck my kingdom up. A deal's a deal, Mr. Mask. A deal's a deal. Once Khrushchev has his army of werewolves, you better pray to his Rashid that nothing happens to your little slice of this cake that you've been offered. Yeah, well, I'll take my threats from him, not you, lover boy, all right? And as you two peek around the corner, you both see that they both start walking back towards you. They start to exit away from Lois's body.
Michaelo stands there like he's about to go feral on Roman. The black smoke is coming off of him.
Yeah, no. So I rolled for what's it called, and I saved. So I didn't shift, and I'm keeping my fucking self in control. Luna puts a hand on Michaelo. Michaelo, we cannot get caught right now. Our mission is to retrieve information. Then get out. Let's go.
Michaelo looks at you. You can see that his eyes are orange, burning orange, like probably the most orange that they've ever seen. Ben.
Luna looks at Michaelo with confusion in his eyes and a little bit of worry, and tugs his arm and kind of like, "Let's go."
Michaelo looks back at Roman to get a good look at his face.
You only see the black mask. You don't see the face underneath.
Michaelo says, "Fine, let's go," and starts leaving.
Headed for the. Go ahead.
Where are you headed? Yeah.
We're headed for the room where people may or may not have disappeared.
As you hear the footsteps following behind you, echoing through the silence of this hall, both of you roll me a stuff.
Oh, you got +10.
Yeah, you do have a plus 10.
We can do.
That is a 31.
21.
Good lord, yeah. You both effortlessly disappear down this hallway. Roman and Dutch have no idea that you guys are here. And then you reach the door.
Yeah, I open the door. Or at least attempt to.
You both come in and quickly and quietly shut the door behind you, only to face a room full of children. On every bed, there's a child with its ankles shackled to the bed. Luna, you see that every one of these children has some sort of lycanthropy defect. Some with arms bigger than their bodies, some with tails growing out of their mid to upper back. Some have claws for feet and hands, and all of these kids look horribly disfigured, as if trials have not been going well. Whatever serum you got, they did not.
My God.
God,
What the hell has happened to these kids? Is this? Go ahead.
They're all asleep. BT Dubs.
Luna is confused and worried, but is walking through or trying to walk through. Damn, this fucking place. If I could move my damn puck. It's not moving, no.
You should be able to. Where
It
do you
is
want to
not
go,
let.
bud?
I'm trying to go down the hall in the room to see what else, like what else is in the room.
Quietly walk past all the kids. There's a single glass pane at the end with a large room at the end, a nice bed, a couple dolls, and then you hear it. Luna, is that you? A familiar voice, one of which you've known for a long time. A little girl from the other side of the glass pokes her head up. Luna, you came for me.
Do I recognize who it is?
Absolutely, you do.
I'm not certain who they're supposed to be.
It's your sister.
Okay. How are you? I look at her and I observe her. Does she still have the stitches and whatnot?
Yep. But she looks alive. She looks excited to see you. Luna, you came for me. Luna, how did you find me down here? It's so cold down
alive?
Luna, who are you talking to?
My sister.
You look at Michaelo and then you look back and there's no one in the room.
Luna, nobody's there.
Don't worry about it. I'm just didn't get enough sleep last night. Never mind. Moving on.
Luna, roll me an investigation on that room.
That is a 13.
You do see one thing that catches your eye before you were just about to turn away. On the table, there's a bracelet. A bracelet specifically and only made in Isildur's Keep. And the only person you knew that would have had that bracelet is your sister.
I grab the bracelet and I put it in my pocket. And proceed to walk out. Let's go, Michaelo. There's nothing else here to be found.
Luna, we can't just leave all these kids here.
We can't help them right now. We'll come back for them at a later time. Right now, the best thing for them is to stay here. They're defects, yes, but it seems like they're keeping them alive. Remember, this is a reconnaissance.
Michaelo looks around the room and just says, okay.
I know this feels wrong, I know, but we can't do anything about this now.
Luna, as you peek through the doorway, you see Dutch and Roman heading out the way that you came.
Hold on, Michaelo. Let them pass.
They
pass through.
They pass. They continue up the hallway.
All right. Let's check out the other side of this area.
You're faced at a fork in the road.
Did they take the body with them?
Lois's body?
Yeah.
Nope. You didn't.
They just left it there.
Luna, you didn't see them hear anything as they walked past.
What did you say?
It sounded like a robot there for a second. Wrong.
I said, Luna, you didn't see them carrying anything when they walked past.
All right. I didn't see them carrying any body, Michaelo. Her body must still be in that area.
I think we should take it.
And do what with it?
Well, you heard them. They need it for something. If they don't have it...
If anything, we should destroy it.
I'm fine with that, too.
All right, let's do that.
All right, we start stealthing our way back.
Fucking Do my dumb shit. Do, 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 do. We're totally not defiling a corpse.
Ron, I peer around this corner.
Yeah.
What do I see?
The room is empty. It's now that you're actually taking a good look at the room, there's nobody in it, but you do see streaks of blood dragged across the floor to that door behind the casket. This room looks like an experimental room, or maybe even a torture chamber. There's 2 chairs that have blood splattered all over them, and you see a bunch of tools on this table over here.
What the hell has happened here? Looks like a horror show.
And then the 2 of you come standing over top of the corpse of Lois. She looks stitched all the way back to, some sort of semblance of normalcy compared to the last time you 2 saw her.
Does she look like my sister?
No.
Stitched up wise, talking like with stitches.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Tyrum kind of butchered her a little bit, so yeah.
Well,
they stitched her leg back together. They stitched the middle of her chest back together. Tyrum, what else did you do to Lois?
Honestly, that was. Oh fuck! Did I?
You strung her up,
in?
man.
I remember you had cut one of the legs or broke one of the legs.
Yeah, I guess I broke one of the legs. Her spine was snapped. Her fucking chest was caved in.
Yeah, they've gone in and repaired all that shit.
Yeah,
damn.
Yeah. Her head is fucking stitched on, and
Thought this was gonna be a closed casket affair.
She's probably got like rope fucking indents on where I hung her from her body.
Yeah, she looks like Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. So anyway, what didn't you do to her?
Nothing sexual.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's just reserved for her living sister.
That's crazy. Tyrum's not a rapist, guys.
That didn't say he was.
No.
He's
Didn't
gonna
say he
swing
was.
the fuck out of her.
He said he was just gonna fuck his sister.
Okay, listen,
all right,
Luna.
Michaelo, how do you think should we destroy this body?
Burn it. Clean, easy.
Fair enough.
I don't even agree with what we're doing, but this is for the greater good.
All right. Luna. Fuck.
Just gonna set the body on fire.
Yeah. Fucking yeah. Trying to figure out how the fuck to do that because I could.
Michael takes out a matchbox that he has,
Yep.
lights a match, and sets it on fire.
Do you have fuel to burn a body?
I mean, I'm assuming there are like fabrics and shit on her. She's not naked right there, is she?
No, she was in a full suit of paladin armor. The coffin fabrics on the side and casing, Lois begins to burn, but a light purple hue reflects over the body, and it doesn't look to be burning at all.
Let me try something. I cast Flame Blade at the 2nd level, and press the blade up against the barrier to see if it can go through.
The tip of the blade begins sizzling out. It does not pass the barrier.
Interesting.
Michael says bat to plan A and then goes to grab the body.
Okay.
Can he grab the body?
You grab the body just fine.
Wow.
Okay.
Michaelo, you're carrying a 150-pound woman and her 50-pound suit of armor.
Michael takes off the armor.
Okay. She's
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. I want to role play this part. Michaelo, as you're taking apart the armor, Michaelo, what are you doing?
Well, we don't need all this extra weight on her. She's already going to be a hindrance to us, and she's fucking dead.
This feels even worse now that you're disrobing her.
I'm not going to take off her robes underneath it, just the armor.
Just still feels off. I mean, this whole situation is fucked. Yes.
Oh, now you want to be stingy. We were just trying to burn her a second ago.
That was easier.
Yeah, it was. But this is where we're
You
at
think
now.
we could burn her now? I mean, maybe it was just a coffin that was protecting her.
Well, why don't you go ahead and try it?
Fuck. Do you have another match?
Michaelo takes out another match and moves the match closer to her body.
The purple hue begins glowing around her body once again.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Fuck.
Here.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. I cast Dispel Magic at the third level.
What does Dispel Magic read?
It says choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of third level or lower on the target ends. For each spell, a spell of fourth level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. The DC is equal to plus 10 of the spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends.
All right, roll me your. What do you? You're a wisdom because you're a druid. So roll me a wisdom save. Or not even a save. I guess it should be a regular wisdom.
Yeah, will be
No,
what?
You have to. What level was the spell that you have on Lois's
Third.
body? Because
Oh, yeah, never mind.
because you have to.
He's got to beat my DC, which is the spell level plus 10.
No, you got to beat the save.
Oh, I have to beat the save?
It says the
Yeah.
DC is equal to plus 10 of the spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends.
Yeah, you got to beat that. You got to roll to beat that. If your spell isn't automatically uncast.
It's higher than the third level. So
Okay.
any spell, it's higher than the third level for each spell on the target. Luna makes an ability check using your spellcasting ability. He has to beat the DC, which is equal to 10 plus my spell's level. Honestly, say if he beats the DC, Luna wins. Luna, roll me a wisdom.
And that was a wisdom, right?
Yeah, because that's what you cast spell.
Right.
Also, not a saving throw, just roll me a wisdom.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that would
that's
be
where I was messing up. It's not a save, it's just a regular wisdom.
a regular wisdom. Okay. So would you beat a 26?
No.
All right.
Hell yeah.
What the fuck is your wisdom modifier?
Plus 7.
You rolled a 19 on top of that? Shit!
Yes.
So the magic spell is gone, right?
Yeah, you felt the magic.
Okay. We burn
Certainly.
Lois's body. Fuck that bitch.
After Luna, all right, Luna, you dispelled the magic. You see the light hue slowly fade away. What do the two of you do now?
You got another match?
Yeah, we just did. Just burned it.
All right. Yeah, you set Lois's body on fire and it cackles like a campfire. It doesn't even let off a putrid smell because this isn't the first time she's actually been defiled. It's not like this body had any of the things inside of it that it really needed to function. More or less, a husk. of a
Wait,
person.
Luna. I just thought of something really important.
What?
Do you think Tyrum will care?
If anything, Tyrum will probably be happy we burned her corpse.
Yeah, but like, he didn't get to do it, you know?
Yeah, I understand. But I think it would be just a win-win for him in general. So he just have to, take it in stride. Let's go.
Okay, alright, let's go.
He can't possibly hate us more than he hates Cade right now. Anyway.
Absolutely not.
So yeah, we go all the way back over here. Alright.
Do y'all just leave? You just go back? You just walk?
No,
up the
we're not
chute?
leaving. We're checking the
No?
other side of this place out. Unless you want to cutscene to someone else, because we've been on.
Oh
it for
wait,
a minute
Ron,
and we
did you
just
say
burned
this
her
was a
body.
door? Here?
If the whole thing was about is going to end with cutting somewhere else, I vote we just end it there then for the night.
Oh,
I'm okay with
yeah,
that.
we can- Well, it's up to you two. Do y'all want to keep investigating or do y'all want to cut here? Because we cut here, it's over.
I'm okay with
What do you
cutting it
think?
here.
I'm fine
For
with
tonight.
it in a cutscene right there. We just burned a body, and I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. We just
All right,
burned
well,
a body.
the two of you walk away from Lois's burning corpse, and as a send off, the last thing you both hear before leaving the room is the cackling of the fire, and then Luna, you get a chill up your spine, just a really ominous feeling. Michaelo, you get shudders down your shell. Something in the world has gone horribly askew, but you're not sure what. An ominous presence creeps over the two of you.
Luna, I didn't like doing that,
Yeah, no,
but
neither did I.
it was what needed to be done.
I agree.
All right, Rosebud Thorn, gentlemen.
I'll start because I haven't started in a while. Rose to the many voices that Ron has put on today. The many characters that he's portrayed to give us an immersive experience in newest Yorkshire. Rose to Ceras being an absolute fucking social, just socially unaware fucking character ever. Man, Rose to Rose to Michaelo and Luna because I think they're actually the most functional team pairing right now.
Yeah, realistically.
Dynamic duo, baby, let's go!
Woo! High five!
All I'm saying is Cade and Fang are doing the terrorist act pretty well.
Yeah,
These guys, Luna and Michaelo, like just have had quite success in their pairing. Rose to Michaelo and Luna setting aside their morals for the greater good. Loved that. That was great because like if it was a fucking Marvel show or some shit, they'd be like, "We shouldn't burn her body."
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I'm pretty upset that they beat the save for that. I intended this bitch to be immune to like fire, if nothing else, and you guys just dispelled my high level magic like it was fuck all Tuesday.
Oh man. Rose to seeing how the plot has been more intertwined now with this whole werewolf drug thing that they were going to do that is now completely dead in the water, thank God. What's it called?
That you know of.
Bud, I'm excited to see how fucking Luna and Michaelo get out of here. Bud, looking forward to seeing what happens to Cade and Fang. Bud to the adventures of Tyrum and Ceras. Thorn for trying to bring this bitch back. I hate Lois. Lois should stay dead.
She's going to stay dead.
yeah. Now that there's no body to bring her back with.
Okay, all right. In my defense, if nothing else, let it be known that I was not going to bring Lois back to life.
Thorn, it's taken us like how many sessions? Ryan, what session are we on now?
We're on. This is session 26, guys. So we're.
It has
more than
taken
a quarter
20. It
of the
has
way to
taken
100.
26 sessions for Tyrum to get a good religion roll.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, since you finally passed one, I'll just go ahead and tell you now. The better you roll, the longer she talks.
Thorn. Thorn is Cade just nonchalantly just. Oh yeah. Here's this thing that Tyrum definitely did not want out there, just completely out there.
Yep.
Um.
What is there? No honor among thieves? Jesus Christ, Tyrum.
Tyrum's not a thief.
Yeah, exactly. You're the one who has 0 honor.
I was the one honoring the thief.
That made no sense.
Unless he's talking about the woman Tyrum is trying to bane's virginity.
Oh my god.
I don't think I have any other thorns. Yeah. Oh, Thorn. I had to fucking run to the bathroom and take a fiery shit, so I actually missed Fang murdering a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did do that.
Yeah, that's it.
Other next, Rose to the actual turf war going on underneath the moor. That is hilarious. Rose to Ceras not knowing how to flirt. That is so funny. Bud to seeing how this whole heist in general, turns out. Bud to seeing if Michaelo figures out that Fang is just killing civilians.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think Michaelo would like that in his hometown. I didn't really have a thorn. Also, Rose to fucking Josh just dispelling that fucking spell. That shit was awesome. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Rose to will Tyrion be mad? Because he wouldn't be able to do it himself. That is fucking high key hilarious.
Yeah, that was a great.
I
That
love
was a
that.
great.
I kind of do like being able to sit back and bullshit while I get to listen to this turf war and then and the fucking the fact that the tree was just like also setting the tree on fire.
Fuck.
Oh my god!
Almost fucked up our whole mission.
Yeah, I am. That's a huge bud for me is seeing the headline news: terrorists murder countless civilians
You guys
in the streets of Newest Yorkshire.
Being an Invincible where Mark met Subway.
Yeah, that might end up happening. We'll see. But Rose to, of course, Ron for putting this together. I'm really liking how everything's turning out. Rose to letting us sleuth out the area before we go ahead with it. That was awesome doing that. That honestly, while Michaelo and Luna got shit done, I think Ceras and Tyrum are setting up for a pretty big success. Bud to figure out what this storybook is all about. I'm interested in seeing what that's about. Yeah. No thorns for tonight. But that's it.
Sick. Luna, Fang.
Well, Rose to finally getting to be a terrorist. That was fun.
For those of you that don't know, the cornerstone to Fang's entire character. First thing he said was, "I'm gonna be a warlock, and I'm gonna be a terrorist."
That's how I created Fang. My whole goal was to be a terrorist.
I sure hope you have a backup.
Yeah.
So, my question also is, are you trying to be just, a domestic terrorist, or are you trying to be like, 9/11 terrorists, because it seems like you're leaning towards 9/11 terrorists,
Well, I'm not telling you guys yet. That's for you to find out later on.
I really just hope Fang makes it to the point where everyone can find out later on.
Well, he better hope that Michaelo does not figure it out, because he will not stop.
Yeah, Tyrum's definitely not gonna be happy about that one.
Yeah, no.
Especially after Tyrum and Michaelo literally saved the kid.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
Just threw him through a window with your mage hand, and then he exploded.
Imagine if it was the same kid.
Dude,
God.
I'm imagining fucking Terminator when Dooman threw him onto the fucking oven.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what happened. I'm pretty sure that's what happened to the child.
Also, that kid that y'all saved is with
pretty
Sal.
much.
Is what? Oh, with Sal, he said.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be in his apprentice right now, right?
Yeah.
But honestly, rose to Ron letting him do it.
Yeah.
Even though there are going to be some major consequences.
Yeah, I told Damien he can play as evil as he wants. He just, I told him to be smart. And I gave him his opportunity. So we'll just see how everything turns out. I'm sure it won't be bad.
We'll see. Big rose to Michaelo and Luna putting their morals aside and burning a body. That was pretty great to see. But to see how they get out of there. But to see what happens with Kade and Fang. Because they still have yet to get caught.
Well, think about it like GTA. We've only got 2 stars right now. Once we get to 3, then the guards show up and it's actual combat.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Bud to see what Tyrum and Ceras get into. Bud to see what chaos befalls Tyrum now that Kade has let out his big secret. I don't really have any thorns. I had a lot of fun with this session.
Hell yeah.
Word. So Rose to Ron for literally just going with the flow. Pulls out communicate with plants, and he automatically goes, I got an idea what I'm going to do right off the rip. Turf war. I love that. And I didn't even he said, I'll let you recast it for free. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't think he was thinking anything. He was thinking ahead. I thought that was hilarious. Rose to Ceras and Tyrum going through their little moment and their shenanigans, and Ceras trying to do her seductive walk. That was wonderful to imagine. And you creeping out that man and hurting him like you do Kade. Wow. Yeah, that was interesting. And the fact that you decided to pop up between that random clown's legs. And the fact
I didn't want him to act it to be like, oh, that's the one I'm looking for, you know what I mean? I need that shit.
That was funny. And the fact that Tyrum knew him made it even better.
Does Tyrum know him?
No,
yeah,
of him.
It's kind of like the existence is there.
Well, the vibe I was getting was, I don't really like this person. But regardless, neither here.
Does Tyrum hate Jeremy the Jester?
Tyrum
that's
hates
his
that
name?
fucking name.
Yeah, I hate that name too.
What? What?
That's a terrible fucking name. Like just bad.
JJ, come on! It's an alliteration. Come on, guys.
He named him
Jeez.
Judder.
No, that feels oddly racially
You
motivated.
could have done like fucking Jerry the Jester sounds way better.
Two of us in this
Gerald.
party. If two of us in this party mispronounce that word, we're canceled.
But yeah, Tyrum doesn't.
Yeah,
hate
Josh.
the guy.
What?
Tyrum had a brief run-in with this guy in session 0 where he just like gave him some money. So he doesn't have any like ill will towards the guy. Just literally does not know him. He just thinks it's weird that he showed up here.
Oh, Tyrum,
At
he
this
gave you the
instance.
book too.
I know, because it was the payment for the money that Tyrum gave him.
Yeah, he
Was-
was real appreciative.
Was this the guy that gave Michaelo the bad map to Buena Fortuna?
No,
Oh.
that was a dwarf from Kaidros' church.
Oh, okay. I just remember the hooded figure, and then
Yeah,
all that
the
shit.
the dwarf's name was Stelio Cantos.
Yeah, Stelios. He may or may not be on the run.
So
Okay.
So I was imagining that the tree was like if I remember correctly, Family Guy did that, right? You know, you had the tree and it was just the mouth and it was talking.
Yeah.
Right. So I imagine that tree harassing people on the fucking side of the street while we're underground talking to its roots. So it's doing multiple things at once. And then Fang comes down and is like, "Hey, I see you're causing terror already. Would you care to join me?" "Yeah, I'd love to, but I'm immobile. I can't really." "You know what? You said no. Burn." And the fact that he did that, or literally, the fact that he did that while we're literally we got the answers that we needed, and he was just kind of saying our goodbyes, and all of a sudden, we're like, "Oh shit!" Michael was like, "End it! Stop it! End the spell! Ends the spell." Okay. Whoa. That entire chain of events I thought was absolutely fucking hilarious. I also love the fact that y'all pretty much recognize that fucking guard is just a dog.
Yeah, like fucking. We're gonna see what we can do with this.
Oh, it's gonna be great. I can't wait for that's really a bud that I'm looking forward to. I can't wait for that to come about. Don't really have any thorns for this session. Yeah, it's gonna be very, very, very interesting after the entire party reconvenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it sounds like we're going to be separated for a while.
Oh right. The another rose. I love the fact that I rolled the 19 and I had that 26 because I was just like, "There's no way," unless he had like a super high spell. That what level was that spell you said?
It was a 7th level spell, and I'm gonna be honest, because of the caster of that spell, I was gonna cheese you even harder, but I was like, we'll give him a fair shake. Nope, should have made it dumb hard to do. Good lord.
Dude, as soon as we broke it, I'm just like, we just threw a wrench in Ron's face.
Yeah,
Ron, was that the dark energy under the thing?
No.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we still need to look for that. God
Yes,
damn it.
that's why we're still exploring. But the fact that we were able to burn the body, the funeral truly can't go through anymore.
Oh man,
Oh man.
Angeline is gonna be
It
pissed.
hurt. Yeah.
Hey, but we're not gonna say anything.
But you know whose arm she can come crying to?
Oh!
Don't you worry. I'll see to it that Lois is avenged.
She's gonna cry on her little brother's shoulder like a good sister.
Make sure that Lois is avenged.
Oh my god, Evangeline is gonna figure out that Feigned is a
He just
terrorist,
committed. Yeah.
killed kids.
What if
my
Fang
god.
accidentally killed her?
Oh my god.
That would be traumatic.
So Evangeline, how much do you actually know about Fang?
Damn, so no head.
Hey, Fang, real quick, roll me a flat D20 for luck.
I don't like that.
Oh no!
Gonna jump off the bridge like that.
I don't like
dude
that either.
From Dance with the Devil.
Whoa.
He said, "Whoa."
Well, to be fair, Fane wasn't thinking. So.
No,
6.
he just went full murder mode.
Oh,
Got a
Ron, he
6.
rolled a 6.
Okay.
Ooh.
Questions for next time. Rose to Damien rolling a 6 out the gate.
Angeline was actually like watching it from her window, like.
Oh my god!
Rose to the setups and all parts of the story. A couple fun like lore drops and cameos and interesting stuff throughout the city. Yeah, Rose to all that good shit. Rose to the turf war. As soon as you were like, I'm gonna speak with animals, I was like, I'm gonna make a gang war right here, right now. I was like, Bloods and Crips, photosynthesizers or no photosynthesizers. It's one or the other. Yeah, fucking wonderful. Bud, just seeing how all this comes together in the long run. How you guys react to some of the stuff that I've got planned. Mainly Tyrum. He's got a lot of interesting encounters coming up. So Bud to that. Bud to Luna too, because he's also got some interesting stuff. Bud to Jeremy the Jester being scared by a smaller, more compact Jester. It was awesome. Yeah, kindred in the face paint, you know. Thorn, I actually messed up, but Tyrum got so into like the role play that I couldn't correct myself. I didn't mean to say
Because I didn't want to be that the whiny bitch that was like, yeah, why did you say that, Ron? Why did you say that? And I was just like,
as soon as I said it, I was like, shit, I was supposed to say Paladin. And as soon as I said Shadar Kai, Tyrum was like, I jump across and I grab him by his face. I was like, oh, man, this is good, though. This is so good. So Thorn for that, because Tyrum's right. We were building up a good rapport. I did not mean to fuck that up. Not a very good game thing.
Honestly though, like a big fight before the heist, it makes it more interesting.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't correct it once it started because I enjoyed it so much. I was instantly sucked in. I was like, God damn, this is even better.
I honestly took a page out of Ryan's book because like whenever Michaelo's character or whenever Michaelo is like actually like something actually truly upsets him or triggers him, like Michaelo is just quick to action. And I was like, you know what? I feel like that's one of these moments where Tyrum's just kind of like, all right, I'm done fucking around with you.
You don't know how badly I wanted to be like, Michaelo runs up to Roman's house. Oh,
also,
man.
Yes, I'm
That
going
could
to
have been
continue.
very different.
Yeah,
If I didn't succeed in my own.
I'm gonna
save.
be honest. When I thought up the initial like you're both gonna see some bad guys down there, I'm gonna be honest. If you would have went to combat, you both would have died. But hey, you didn't die, so I guess I worried for nothing.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks to that save, we were able to get out of there.
Oh my god!
think
If you didn't make
luckily-
if you didn't make that save, I think you guys carrying Lois's corpse through the city during a terrorist attack would have been the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Oh, it probably would have too. Get groups with everybody. What are you doing with her corpse?
Tyrum,
Leave it with me.
Tyrum, give me the corpse. It's mine, and I'm gonna desecrate it again. Give me the corpse.
No.
Evangeline watching just Fang and Tyrum argue over her dead sister's corpse.
Oh my god.
Could you
Michaelo is
imagine?
definitely gonna have to talk to Tyrum about burning the corpse.
Yes. So next time we will be picking up with Ceras and Tyrum's adventure into the castle, and I am excited for all of this because you guys might meet King Simon, which I have to get you some background on him, but I think you've got kind of an idea of who he is.
Yeah, it's Simon. Is Simon gonna play King Simon? I hope so.
Simon is gonna play King Simon.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
you, Simon, do you care if I show the party what King Simon looks like?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a selfie of Simon.
It is.
It's a picture of my best self.
Wow. That's beautiful. I love it. I love it.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness!
I
I love how he's
it's
just in
if
casual
Simon-
clothes.
It's to me. It looks like if Simon decided he was going to kill Burger King and take it over.
Dude,
and
you can take a picture like that right now.
right?
Oh,
love it.
I do have one more rose. Rose to introducing the princess, Princess Sarah. She was coned.
Oh yeah,
informant.
she's like, oh, the king is falling apart, but my dad's locked me in this tower. I
You
want to
like-
rebel.
Yeah, she was like, "Can you just get me the fuck out of here? I don't really care about the rest of this shit."
I was like, she's betraying her entire country.
She was like, "I see the forest." She's like, "I see the forest for the trees. There's no helping it. I got this hood rat to just get me the fuck out of here."
Michaelo is gonna
Yes,
help
Hood rat
help
scoundrel.
Rose get laid.
Also,
He's gonna be
Rose,
like fucking Eggsby.
Rose to Cone smoking with all of Mikey's brothers.
Yeah, that
but
was
Rose the
crazy. I
fucking
can't believe I was left
trip
out of
session.
that.
Was crazy.
Oh, they absolutely would have left you out of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I did
And-
enjoy the astral planes.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Also, all that happened in like an instant. It takes an hour to cast, but all the time there is like super slow or something, almost non-existent. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed the setups. Hope you guys are ready for what's to come. I guarantee you, each and every one of you are going to hit combat at some point in the next session. So,
Word.
Pass Without Trace is still up.
oh yeah, I remember.
Okay.
Ooh, gosh.
Gosh,
Rolling a 31 on that was crazy.
I hate you. I guess final question of the night is everything starting to kind of come together in the background, you know, story-wise?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how
Good.
things are intertwined.
Good, because for a little bit I was like, I'm definitely too convoluted. I've talked to Jay. I think I've talked to everybody about it. I was a little worried, but I'm excited now.
All right, 5:30 run.
Yep.
All right, bye.
Bye.